Check 1 2 1 2, baby. Sir, yes sir, yes sir. Yeah, Friday night. Not your average Friday night, if you ask me. No, not your average Friday night. I say we have got a good one for you. Good one for you guys tonight. I like to call them the blockbuster Friday nights.
Okay.
I mean,
throwback term.
Yeah, throwback term.
Yeah.
Blockbuster, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, when they had
actual Blockbuster stores.
Yeah.
DVDs and VHS. Damn.
I remember
alphabetical order.
Yeah. You know, did you just do it in alphabetical order?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, who would have thought that once upon a time ago you had to
Killa Kush.
Ooh, shout out to Killa Kush.
Killa Kush doing,
Let's go.
Doing their job right.
That is a real shout out right there. That's yeah.
Well, anytime when it bops like that, you know what I mean? I always gotta make sure I try to, in between the cough, give the shout out to the sponsor, which is Killa Kush, baby. Stand the fuck up.
That's skill. That's skill.
Yeah. But back what I was saying, when you had to go pick out a movie, like you're going to a library to pick out a fucking book. Mm-hmm. That's just crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the section that we weren't supposed to go to, you know, they had the adult section too in there. Like a little section in the corner of the Blockbuster, like nobody wanted to be seen going over there and shit.
Yeah.
They had the little curtain, right, blocking it off. Yeah.
That was the one right there,
good
bro.
Good times.
And as a kid, I remember me and my sister Jessica used to laugh at whoever came out of that shit. We just like,
we caught him.
No, pervert. And it was always just some fucking just weird looking dude.
Yeah.
It was always a weird looking dude coming out that bitch. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's lucky.
We do it like that, Rick.
Okay, I'm in there too.
Okay, yeah.
My bad.
My pops used to always say something about getting in for free. He would say, walk in backwards, you know? Anyways, that was his joke, and he always thought it was very funny. I mean, because my pops is a Jew, you know? So,
no way.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, my pops is Jew, my mom's Mexican, right?
Okay.
But anyways, he had jokes about being cheap, you know?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, all right, we're going to walk in backwards. And he'd be like, we would look at him like, what the fuck? Fuck out of here, bro. You tight bastard. We know you're cheap. Look at our shoes. No. Anyways, guys, you know we're easing into this waiting for everybody to tap in right now. I want you guys to hit that like, hit that subscribe. But today we have a very, very special guest, man. And I believe today, I think we're going to get some clarification on the journey of this woman, because you know Hoodstocks is a story-based platform, and individuals come on here to share their journeys.
Okay.
And I'll tell you like this, I believe today we will have a better understanding of this woman that is sitting in front of me and on your screen, of the life that she's lived and what, you know, life has been about for her. But with that said, I want you to get off your motherfucking futons and give it up for Carolyn Rodriguez, baby. Let's go. It's game time, baby.
Yeah. Thank you.
So you flew out here this morning?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And you...
Last night.
You came from last night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically last night.
Yeah.
Because it's 2 hours later over there. So I flew out at like 6 a.m. there, which is like 4 a.m. here, so. Do
they call those red eyes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're red eyes.
And the reason why people are red eyes is because they're Jews too?
Dang.
They're cheaper is all I want to say.
Yeah.
Are red eyes cheaper?
They are normally, yeah.
How much cheaper are they? Because I just hear about flying all over the place from people that fly all over the place. I take the bus all over the place. You know what I mean?
Lucky's driving.
I put it this way. Well, it depends, because like this is a nonstop flight too, so that makes it a little more expensive. Cheaper would be like a red eye, and then you got to stop in Dallas, Fort Worth, or something, because that's where everybody has to stop in Dallas. Like I don't know why, but yeah, that's the cheaper ones.
And so you flew from?
But I flew straight from Houston.
Straight from Houston.
From the H.
Okay.
Whoa.
Born and raised type of shit?
No.
Mm-mm. Okay, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Save it for later. Yeah. So you caught that bop. Got a little sleep? Did you get a little sleep on the plane?
No.
No. But you said it was a straight shot though, right?
Yeah, but I don't get sleep on planes. I don't know why I can't move in I can't sleep in moving automobiles or planes or anything. I can't do it. I can't. I have I'm very alert. Like my mind just won't let me sleep in a moving vehicle or anything like that, or a plane. It just won't. It won't let me relax enough to sleep.
Tense little anxiety.
Maybe I don't know.
Anticipation of where you're going.
Just it's a survival shit. I think it's survival mode kicks in with me because where I grew up and shit. I think that just always having to be on toes, be on point, and living in the hood too is you got to be alert. And I used to sell drugs, so I always had to be alert. You know what I mean? I always had to be on point. I had to stay awake.
Yeah.
So I think that's where I got it. I think that's where I got it from.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. That makes sense. And I guess some people would call that a form of PTSD.
Maybe so, yeah.
No, 100%. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not not only veterans that come out of war have PTSD. Yeah. There's PTSD in a lot of things. It can be a female having a baby, right?
Yeah.
Or
living in the jungle. Being the queen of the jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so, Bob, you got here early this morning, checked into your hotel. What do you got going on out here besides hood stocks?
So I'm actually still a California resident. I lived here for 6 years. I'm still a California resident, so I have a lot of my doctors are out here and stuff like that. So I needed to go get checkups and different things. I have some problem with my eardrum. I have a hole in my eardrum right now. So
wow.
So I just go check up on stuff, and then I pulled a muscle in my leg doing Pilates. I just a bunch of shit. I was trying to knock it all out.
Okay.
Because my doctor's out here, so.
Absolutely. So you're out here just taking care of some grown folk business.
Yeah, grown folk stuff.
Yeah, grown folk
and
business.
Also knocking out some records, new music. I like to record new music, and shout out to Yone. We're gonna go record tonight. So.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
What's the name again?
Yone. His name. Yone. Over there in El Monte, we're gonna go record.
Oh, okay.
Tonight.
That's a young El Monte artist coming out. He raps, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I seen him on that one Instagram page with the homie.
Yeah, shout out to homegirl G Love. She hooked me up with him and linked me up with him, and she was out here. She's from Houston. She was out here doing some music. So then she told me to go to the studio, and then I went over there, and then he was like, "Hey, let's do a record." And I'm like, "All right, let's do it."
Yeah, say less. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
You got a lot of things in the hole in your ear. Explain that to me real quick if you can. What exactly is happening?
I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened. They say it can happen from swimming, being on a plane, whatever, but I got a perforated hole in my eardrum, and it got infected, and my ear was clogged. I couldn't hear. I had a lot of this pressure and pain in left side of my face, and I didn't know what it was. And so I finally went to a little clinic over there in Houston, and she was like, "Oh, you got a hole in your eardrum." I was like, "Oh shit." So
is it something how serious is that?
She said it'll heal. It takes 3 months to heal, though. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've been a month now. We're a month in.
Okay.
It's still kind of clogged.
I know that's the worst. I had a case of something called when you're off balance. You feel off balance in I forget what it's
equilibrium.
Yeah, my equilibrium was off, but it was something else. And I was talking about it with my boy last night. It's called there's another name for it.
Okay.
But my ears would plug, and it's what it had to do. It had to do with stress when I had first got out the penitentiary. The last time I got out, the load of stress that I had on me, it gave me this thing where my ears would fucking close up, man, and it was horrible. But I'm sorry you're going through that because just being an artist, right?
Yeah. A singer is at that trying to be all cute bitch here.
Yeah, absolutely. So I hope that heals on time and all that good stuff right there. I want to ask you this question right here. When it comes to you as an individual, do people recognize you for being SPM's ex-wife, or you being Carolyn Rodriguez, the singer?
So it depends. I'll get SPM's ex-wife, or I'll get Carolyn Rodriguez. Are you Carolyn Rodriguez? It depends. I guess who the person is.
Yeah.
I get recognized as both.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, but I was just thinking about that last night, and I was thinking about you, and I've heard your music throughout the years, and I'm familiar but not familiar type of thing. So we've never sat down and done something like this, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, after tonight, I will be familiar. But that's something that crossed my mind. I mean, would she be more known as a singer, or And obviously, you want to be known as the singer,
right?
Yeah, you want to be.
The whole reason why I moved to LA was because I wanted to be known as the singer,
yes.
and not his backup singer, which was what I was known as before. Before that, it was like, you're his backup singer, you're his background singer, you're his background singer, background. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's cool, but I have my own music. I'm a songwriter, I arrange whole songs, what I mean? Like, that's my life. So I wanted to be known more as the singer and like as my own artist, and that's why I moved over here. That was the whole point of it, honestly.
Yeah. This is the place to come if you need to pursue those type of dreams, correct?
It was like starting over again, honestly. Because nobody really...
Excuse me.
No, I mean, some people did recognize me as that, but nobody really knew who I was when I came back over here.
Yeah.
It was like starting over again. And I loved it. I ended up signing with Silent Giant, and they put some singles out and pushed them, and I linked up with a lot of artists out here, and it was just like, I wasn't only planning to stay here for 6 months. I was like, I'm gonna see what happens in 6 months. And then boom, and I did a record with Chino Grande that blew up. Shout out to him, shout out to Urban Kings. And that shit, just like, I stayed. After that, it was like, all right. Then I became known as that girl, that's the girl Shine on Me. Like, oh, okay.
Right.
So it was cool. It was like, all right, I'm finally getting to be known as being able to make hits with other artists, not just one artist. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
Because for a long time you were locked in, I would say, and locked down with your ex-husband, which is SPM.
Yeah. And he wasn't even my husband at the time, when I moved over here.
Okay.
But and that was even before then. So, but it just being known as, in his shadow and not being known as my own artist, was like, even me, like, you start to doubt yourself, like, damn, can I make a hit with somebody else? Like,
yeah.
Is it him and I can't do anything on my own? But when I came out here and I was able to make some hits with these other artists, man, it was like, it was a breath of fresh air, because I really got to spread my wings and just like do different kinds of music. There's a different sound out here in Cali. You know that.
Yeah.
Like, Texas has their own sound, Houston has their own sound, really, and LA has their own sound. And so I really liked coming out here and like fucking with that sound. Like,
What kind of feeling was that for you, just to be able to come out and like stand in your own light, like see who you are by yourself, and like
not have that shadow over you?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, really know, like, hey, I got this. You know what I mean? What kind of feeling was that for you?
It was just like, it was a period of growth for me, I guess. Like, it was just like a period of growth when you finally evolve and you're finally like, hey, I'm grown. Like, I'm grown up. I've found my voice. I found my sound. I know I can do this. I know I'm versatile. I know I can come over here and do some hood shit. And then I can go turn around and do a love song. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it was just kind of like just coming into my own and actually having production teams and stuff that I didn't get to have like that in Houston. And being signed with Silent Giant, they provided me with like whole production teams. Like, shout out to Miko Olmos. I met Miko Olmos, Edward James Olmos' son. He's so talented. We did records together. And Javi Lopez over there, and E-Dub. Like, we did just, it was just different stuff. I did reggae records, you know what I'm saying? I'd never done that before. So it's like just.
But if you can sing, right? Like, you can sing, right? You can fit in it anywhere, right? On any genre of music, so to speak.
Pretty
right?
much, I guess, yeah.
You have options.
Yeah.
It doesn't just have to be a rap artist, And then that's a trip too. And you talked about just the different styles. You know what I mean? And you got the fellas out here, the LA style. I mean, we'll call it the West Coast style, and then you got the Texas style, which is just like, chopped and screwed.
Hell
and,
yeah.
man, that shit go hard.
I love that
shit.
That's my shit.
Right?
That's what drew me to Houston, was the chopped and screw. Like, I'm the first female to put out an all original chopped and screw album, commercially release it. Like,
That's
I was hooked on screw music, man.
You have to be sipping on that purple drink to be really feeling the music?
No. Because I've always
Isn't that like a Texas thing?
It is.
Sure.
It was.
Now it's everywhere.
It really originated
It's everywhere.
there.
But originally it was a Texas thing, right?
Like,
until people started dying.
Yeah.
And, our fallen angels, you know what I mean? Our artists, Pimp C, Big Mo, Fat Pat.
Yeah.
The Pimp C passed from that?
Yeah, that was a big complication of his stuff, for sure.
He wasn't drinking enough water, huh? I'm not trying to make a joke out of it. I'm just saying, like, he was drinking something else too much.
Yeah, that's sipping bar. That's heroin right there. That's like, you know, it's like liquid heroin. I mean, it really. But I tried it twice. And actually, like the first time I tried it was when we shot the In My Hood video, and the whole dope house, and I was all dranked out. I'm all dranked out in the video. My very first time trying it, like perfect timing, Carolyn. Just do it during a video shoot.
Let's go hard, right?
Probably one of my first videos I'd even ever done at 2. Like I was young, you know what I mean? I was just starting.
How young were you at this time?
In my 20s. I was like,
20s.
Yeah, 26, 27.
Got you. Okay. And so let's talk about the young Caroline being brought up into this world. You know what I mean? Let's go back as far back as you feel comfortable going back.
It's a long way back.
And it's all good. Go take it back. That's what we do right here, baby. This is what we do with Hoodstocks. Did you have moms and pops in your life?
Yes. Yeah.
Good. Married, stayed together the whole time. What was the dynamics in your household?
No. I had my childhood wasn't exactly the happiest. It was a lot of I was like, I mean, my parents were there, but it was a lot of physical and mental abuse with me. Not so much like my mom. It was more like with me. The physical abuse was like all of it was taken out on me. So I got beat pretty bad as a kid, like most of my life.
From both parents?
No, just my dad.
Just your dad. Sorry to hear that. Yeah.
But you know, it's just like it was kind of tough growing up like that because I was the oldest. I have a younger sister and brother, and they're like way younger than me, so I was taking care of them too, like helping raise them too. So I kind of like took most of the beating for that. You know what I mean? Like when you're the oldest, you take the blame for a lot of stuff for your younger sister and brother. So.
And how younger were they than you?
My sister's 7 years younger than me, and my brother's 9 years younger than me.
Okay, that's young.
Yeah.
Hey.
And then my mom was always working. She's a teacher. You know, both my parents were teachers. So my mom was always working. She had like 2 jobs, and my dad wasn't working at, there's some times when my dad was unemployed or whatever. So, you know, my mom just wasn't really able to be there because she was having to work to pay the bills. So it was like, you know.
And she was teaching. What kind of teacher was she?
She teaches Spanish, but she can also teach French and German.
So she's a very, very smart woman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, both my parents are very smart. They're both educated. They met in college.
So what part of, was it, did you grow up in Texas?
No. I grew up in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Okay, North Carolina. And tell me a little bit about being raised in that part of town. Is it country? Like, what's the landscape look like?
So Fayetteville's by Fort Bragg, right? Fort Bragg is like the second largest military base.
I've heard of that before.
It's where everybody goes in the Army to go through basic training. They have to go to Fort Bragg.
Okay.
So I never had friends for more than 3 years. Everybody in and out. 3 years, they're gone. Neighbors, everybody I knew was an Army brat or whatever. Parents were in the Army, so I really don't have childhood friends. But we were also back in North Carolina, like there wasn't many Latinos then at the time. Now there are lots in North Carolina. Not when I grew up there. And I grew up in a predominantly black neighborhood, so there was a few Puerto Ricans in the neighborhood, but it's predominantly black neighborhood. It was by the worst school district.
Yeah.
So, you know, you had like kids selling crack. You know what I'm saying? Like kids on the corner selling crack. So I mean, we were in a bad neighborhood on top of that.
So you weren't in a military base or anything?
No. We didn't live on base because of my mom worked for the like she taught on base, but they weren't in the military.
Okay. There you go. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So we lived like in the regular, neighborhood.
Area.
Yeah.
Okay. For sure. Well, that's interesting. And so it was hood. You said it was hood. It was a bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, I think of North Carolina, and I'm thinking of fucking beautiful fields.
It wasn't
and stuff
Section
like that.
8. It wasn't Section 8 or anything like that. I'm not saying it was like the gutter, but it was in a bad neighborhood.
Well, they're selling crack there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a good neighborhood. Yeah. Anyway, you can score crack. Yeah.
Yeah. It's where I learned. It's where I learned how to sell crack. I mean. What can I say?
How old were you until you moved out from North Carolina? How long did you stay in North Carolina?
I stayed there till I was 15.
15, that's a long time. So let's talk about that right there. So being raised, fam, you kind of taking the heat for your siblings sometimes. I mean, you're going through this shit with your pops. Your mom's is working her butt off, doing a great job for the family, right? And you kind of like, you know, through this adversity within, you said you were dealing with in regards to being a young girl getting beat by her father. I mean, that alone right there can, you know, it can be a kid, anyone getting beat by their parent. That can really deter you from possibly being somebody else in life, or put in a direction, I'm saying.
It's true.
Staying positive.
It's true. It really affected my confidence, even with singing, which is like crazy because like singing was always the one thing that like singing live, like I could just bust, you know, I could do that with no nervousness, no problem. But it did affect my confidence, you know. I think going into the music business, I think it did affect my confidence a lot because I was like so hell-bent on not wanting to be sexualized when I first got into it. And so I would purposely just dress down, and that's because I remember my dad just always telling me like, you can't dress, you know. If someone would say, oh, like we would go to Spain every summer, you know what I'm saying? And they would, oh, qué guapa. And no le digas eso. She's going to get a big head, you know what I'm saying? He would always like he didn't want anybody to tell me, and he would always tell me to dress down. Like he wouldn't let me wear like, you know, like certain things. I remember like I had to tuck away like skirts and dresses and shit. Like when I was going to school, like hide clothes and I was go switch clothes. I mean.
So he was very, very, very
strict
and overprotective in the sense that he, you know, it almost doesn't make sense though. You're beating the girl, but at the same time, you're fucking giving her hell about like, damn, man. It's just like, seemed like you just couldn't win with this dude.
Yeah, that's how I felt. That's how I felt. But
I can't win with this motherfucker, you know? And excuse my language for referring to your father as a motherfucker, but
yeah,
that's got to be tough. And so, growing up in that part of North Carolina, I mean, how is it growing up in that part of North Carolina? Because we always hear the stories about here, you know. And so, how is it right there? What is the daily activity? Obviously, there's always bad people in the neighborhood. You spoke about that, you know. So obviously, it's not the safest streets to be on. You know, but like, whether, you know, share a little bit about growing up out in North Carolina. I think
so the thing is because of the school and where we lived, and because the school district was so bad, right? And my parents are teachers. My mom was like, well, we got to put her in a private school. We got to put her in Catholic school.
Okay.
And I was raised Catholic, right? So they put me in a Catholic school. So I'm going to Catholic school while I'm living in this neighborhood. Me and one other girl in the neighborhood. You know, this black girl, she's my friend, Roshana. Me and her were the only ones in the neighborhood that we went to this Catholic school. So we would ride the bus together, but we were the only ones in our neighborhood that went there. So so they tried to keep me in private school as long as they could, but they ran out of, you know, grades, and I had to eventually go to public school. So once I went to public school, man, I went wild. Like, they were rioting all the time over there, and there's like people like, you know, smoking cigarettes and, you know, drinking alcohol on premises, and like fighting and like riots and like just crazy shit, and people getting stabbed and people selling crack and, you know, just craziness at a junior high. So I'm just like, damn, I just went wild. You know what I mean? Yeah. And my parents were getting divorced. So it was just kind of like, my mom wasn't really disciplining me much. Because, you know, she I guess she probably felt guilty or something. You know what I mean?
You were already over-disciplined in a sense, right?
Yeah, she felt guilty, so it's kind of like I just went crazy. And yeah, and I don't know what I guess because I've always been like a hustler, you know what I mean? Like, I've always hustled everything. Like, I used to hustle my stuffed animals. I didn't feel any need for stuffed animals. Like, there was no point in having them, or dolls. I was like, I would sell them in the neighborhood and say I was selling them for school. So I've always been a hustler, right?
That's next level hustling.
So I guess that was... Yeah.
I've heard a lot of hustling stories, and that's the first right here.
Yeah.
Hood stocks, baby.
I skipped the chicles, okay?
She went straight to the little furry guys.
But yeah. And also, you know, being bilingual, so that too, like when you have like, you know, mom's white, dad's from Spain, grandfather's half Mexican, so we got both my dad's side. And then I grew up speaking Spanish first and then English. So it was like also being the only bilingual person in my neighborhood and in the school. It was like automatic, just like, you know, discrimination. You know what I mean? Like, it was all good till they see my last name.
Yeah.
So that's another thing, dealing with that shit. It's like once I went to the public school, it was like they didn't give a damn. You know what I mean? That school was like 90% black. They didn't give a fuck. So I didn't have to deal with that anymore. I felt like I felt like I fit in more, you know what I mean, than at that private school. So I was just going crazy over there. Like,
you know what's cool about that in the sense of this right here, like you felt like you fit in. Mm-hmm. because you were fitting out probably at the Catholic school, or maybe you just couldn't be yourself, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, how good is Catholic school? Because sometimes I'll be hearing about, like, I think a lot of prostitutes come out of Catholic school.
That's a whole nother podcast.
I mean, but
Seriously.
when you put fucking just shackles on a kid so young, and you tell them this is the lifestyle you got to live, and this is how you got to do, and you got to wear the same shit every motherfucking day. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
And you get
man.
graded on religion,
Yes.
which doesn't match the science books that you also get graded on. So wait a minute. You're going to tell me in this class, you're telling me to say that, you know, Jesus made everything, God made everything in 7 days or whatever. But then in science class, you got me believing that I'm supposed to believe that it was dinosaurs before us. So what the fuck is it? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? They conflict. But they graded me in both classes, and because I questioned the teacher about religion class, like, why am I getting graded on this? This is not even like facts. This is just your belief. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are you grading me on a belief? And then I got in trouble, like me there.
I'd have got that religious paper, and I seen the F, and I'd have been like, oh, hell no.
I didn't feel like that was fair.
I don't think you're supposed to say it in Catholic school.
I don't think you should be graded on making someone believe what you believe. Like, I just don't think you should force that.
Yeah.
And then grade somebody on it, a kid. To me, it's brainwashing, and I don't, you know, I just wasn't with it.
Yeah, so you go to the public school, and it's on and cracking, baby. It's a big old motherfucking party. Like, okay,
Right?
let's do this shit.
Yeah.
And so you said you up till 15, and where do you go from 15?
So my parents got divorced, and my dad went to Texas. He went to Huntsville, Texas, which is like an hour north of Houston. And my mom, she went to Arkansas, where she's from originally. So I went with my mom, of course, and I was there for 2 years. And I graduated high school early just to get out of there because I hated it there, because that was like, real big culture shock right there. So I got out of there, and I was already like I said, I was full blown, like in the streets, like selling everything by then too. Like I was just bored, out of boredom. You know what I mean?
And this is we said Huntsville?
No, this is in Arkansas. This is in like Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Oh,
I was there for 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay, so you went from North Carolina to Arkansas for 2 years. Damn.
How was that transition? Like going from one place to the other, and
Oh, like where you've been somewhere your whole life and then
Yeah.
bam. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like it was,
Yeah.
I got so bored real quick. Like I just, as I said, I was selling everything. Like just
It wasn't.
doing all kinds of crimes.
you said you just got like right into like the dope game over there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What was that dope game looking like?
I was the only white girl in the dope game. So, you know, it was like, that's what they looked at me as.
Yeah, but what was
Yeah.
were they pushing out that way?
Crack.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
That was crack days.
So it was the crack era that you went out there straight from. You said from
From North Carolina
North
to
Carolina
Arkansas.
to Arkansas.
Yeah.
How was the culture changed and just
Huge.
dealing with the different people?
I mean, yeah, it was all black school, and now you're going over here to Arkansas.
white.
It was all
Yeah.
white, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like
And-
country white dudes?
Yeah, like country white. And then there was some, I guess during the Vietnam War, they placed a lot of Vietnamese people over there
Okay.
on their army base.
Nice.
So there was a lot of Vietnamese people there that actually came from California, from LA. And like, those are the people I hung out with because they listen like freestyle music and Chicano rap and shit, you know, like
Yeah.
Proper Dose and Lighter Shade of Brown. And so I'm like, oh yeah, like, so I'm hanging with them.
Okay,
So
okay.
that
The
was
music,
easier
yeah.
stuff to gravitate
Yeah,
towards.
because it was closer. Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
singing at this time at all?
I'm in the choir the whole time. I'm in choir.
The whole time?
Yeah.
Since Catholic school?
Yes. Yeah, since
Okay.
Catholic school. Yeah, I was always in choir.
It's nice. So you had a weekly regimen of church?
Yes, but after I got out of Catholic school, there was no more church.
Okay.
And I just did the choir thing in school, and then there was an
Gotcha.
ensemble group at school that I auditioned for and I joined. So I was in ensemble too. And then my mom, like, she was my vocal trainer. She was like, well, ever since I was little, so she was like my vocal trainer. She was the one who would always have me like do harmonies and practice and do vocal runs and stuff like that. So
Okay, that's
because my mom's
tight.
a singer, so
That's dope.
yeah.
That's super dope. Yeah.
So I was singing the whole time, but not ever thinking like I'm gonna be in this at all. Like think that this is gonna become a business for me or it's gonna become a way to live. I didn't think I was gonna live this way. Like that was gonna
Yeah.
be my life. Definitely not.
That's that is absolutely it's crazy and amazing at the same time, in the sense of when your mom was teaching you how to sing, because she was a vocalist too, and she wasn't having these conversations of saying, hey, you're gonna, and maybe you guys did, who knows, but
yeah,
I'm just saying,
no, she didn't.
From what you told me, it seemed like you were just doing it, and it seems like in the black culture too, it's a lot like that too. Like you sing with mom. There's family there's families that are musically inclined, right? If they're playing instruments, or they're singing, and sometimes you might just do that in a sense of just calmness and the household type of stuff, and feel good and express yourself, right?
Yeah, and at the same time, rap was hitting, you know what I'm saying? Like West Coast rap was hitting, like Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg in 92, and then Nas and Biggie and Jay-Z, and I was a big hip hop fanatic. I had every rap CD, like I was a fan of every rap, like Down South rap, Scarface, Ghetto Boys. I mean, I was into all of it. You know what I mean? Bun B, Pimp C, Underground Kings, selling dope to 8-Ball and MJG, I mean, and UGK, like that was like drug dealing music, you know what I mean? Yeah. That was our music back then in high school. So it was like I gravitated towards rap like real. I just became a hip hop fanatic. Like I was just going and grabbing tapes, and whenever the new hip hop shit would come out, I would just go look at the artwork and see whatever artwork looked good. I'm grabbing this shit. Let me hear this dude. Yeah. That's how I heard Houston music for the first time. That's what brought me to Houston, literally, like picking up a tape and it was ESG, and I'm like, what is this? ESG, Sailing the South. What's this DJ Screw here in the morning? And that's where I picked up the tapes. It went in Arkansas. I was in Arkansas because there just wasn't shit out there. Like there was no BET or MTV or nothing, like no hip hop station. Wow. So I'm going desperate to the record store. Like I'm just gonna grab all the rap releases that come out every week. Yeah. And whatever that's what I was doing.
Another old time thing we used to do, like the Blockbuster, right?
Yeah. Back to that. Right. Yeah.
The warehouse, Blockbuster.
Every Tuesday.
When people would go to swap meets to get the tapes and all that stuff, the CDs, right? That shit's so crazy.
Tuesday was the day.
I mean, but now we don't gotta go nowhere. We can just set the tip of our fingertips, and I guess it's pretty convenient.
Yeah, you remember that? It was only on Tuesdays. Tuesday was the new release day. That was the day of the week you had to go for new releases.
Well, I didn't know that, but I believe what you know that because the way you were doing it, absolutely.
It's crazy, yeah. Like that, you can only go one. That's that day. Everybody would know. Okay, Tuesday. That's when the new shit comes out. It's crazy.
Do you ever trip when you still see people with like physical copies of like a CD or something like that?
I still sell my CDs.
You still
on my
sell
tour
your
bus?
CDs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy that people still buy them.
Yeah. No, it is a trip, too. It's a trip. I mean, I have so many CDs of different artists that have come here and that have brought me, and even I've been lucky enough to get some fucking some vinyl, too, which is super dope. But you know what I do with all of them is I just kind of I don't play them because I can find them on YouTube, or if I like it that much, I can buy the album on iTunes, But I just keep them as just collector items at this point, Yeah, but there's people that are actually playing the CDs. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I know, it's crazy. My car plays CDs.
Right?
Yeah.
I have a 2021 Lexus and it plays CDs. It has a CD player in it.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
a 2021 Lexus and it has a CD player. Well, shout out to Lexus, man, for keeping that old school
keeping it real,
alive, baby.
Keeping it 1,000.
Keeping them old school vibes alive, dog. Yeah. That's just dope. That's just dope. 'Cause I honestly thought they started obsoleting them out of vehicles, but obviously not. If you got a 2021 Lexus, unless you bought it off that one car lot.
Shout out to Newport Lexus, okay? Newport Beach.
Oh shit, okay.
Yes, it's my people's.
There it is right there.
I'll be back in a few months to get the new one.
Damn.
So
doing it like that, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
I love Newport Lexus.
Did you ever get caught up in the game, like fucking around out there, in the dope game?
Like did I go to jail?
Yeah, ever get caught up, had close calls or anything like that?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I know it wasn't easy, and you're talking all the way back to the crack era.
Yeah.
So I know it was tough because I've lived it myself. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure for a white girl in North Carolina and Arkansas.
She probably sliding through the cracks though, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Just all these different places.
The shit
she still have the Catholic girl outfit on, bro.
The shit that I would go to jail for would not be what I was doing, if that made sense. I'd always go to jail for little amounts of weed or, something dumb. Yeah. I never went to jail for any work or anything like that.
Yeah.
I remember one time I got pulled over with pounds in Arkansas. pounds of Reggie.
Because that's big over there, though, right? Like,
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
they weren't even tripping, like, Reggie, Kush, whatever. Like, they just tripping on bud and all
Yeah.
that stuff over there, right?
They pulled me over for a seatbelt. I had my
Violation.
seatbelt on.
Yeah.
And it was me, my homegirl, and my little brother. My little brother's like 14 at the time. He's like, I've never seen that much weed before. I felt so bad because of my brother. But anyway, they pull us over. They arrest us like they're going to take us to jail, but they don't take us to jail.
So
they take us to a
actually
room.
found the weed and
Oh,
all
yeah.
that stuff? Yeah.
They take us to a room.
Okay.
They're like, it was near Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving holiday. They're like, we're feeling like we're in the holiday spirit. Just pay us $3,200 and we'll forget about all of this.
Okay. So there
I'm
was
like,
a Mexico vibe.
I don't have $3,200. Like, I didn't have $3,200. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a Reggie. I don't have $3,200.
Wait,
so I was
they-
like, I don't have to. But I had like some credit cards because I was in college at the time.
Yeah.
And I had just gotten my credit cards. So guess what?
Maxed them out.
I had to max them hoes out
Yeah.
on the fucking dirty ass cops in Oklahoma, right at the border of Oklahoma and Arkansas.
Damn. Well, shout out to them motherfuckers for giving
Yeah.
motherfuckers options.
Right? They give you
know?
action at that.
True.
Don't lie.
But still,
A lot of motherfuckers were taking that deal.
they
Right.
really didn't have a reason to. They didn't have probable cause to search for a seatbelt. But yeah,
At the time, we ain't knowing it, though. And we feeling like, hey,
but I've been
we
dealing
need
with
to
dirty
get
cops
past this.
for. Yeah, dirty cops
Yeah.
are like, man. I would say like, what do you think? I would say like percentage wise. Well, what percentage of cops do you think are dirty? Overall, like I feel like half of them at least.
I'd say that's a fair statement.
Yeah.
I think that's an easy statement. An easy 50-50 depending on the situation.
Yeah.
I think they're like, I think it's like, if they think they can get away with it too, they just try to get away with it. If they could get over on you, like I seen some dude in San Diego the other day, the girl was like, hey, hop up in the back seat, we can knock this out right now. And he ended up getting caught in the back seat. He couldn't get out.
The only time I've ever been sexually assaulted was by a cop
Oh, like that?
in my life.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
In Idaho.
Yeah.
Can you share a little bit about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It was a long time ago, so I mean, I was just starting. It was 2008, I want to say. I went on to a show in Caldwell, Idaho. I went with Rashid and Quota in the Dope House. I remember them. We were all together. We got pulled over with my homeboy Kino. He was driving us, and I was in the back seat. And I just remember the cop like searched everybody, and he went in my pants.
Yeah.
And I was just like frozen, like I didn't know what to do.
Is that groping someone? Is that called a grope? Or did he violate?
Yeah, he violated.
It's all violation.
Yeah, he
next.
he like groped, yeah, but he went inside like groped. He didn't go all, but he did,
Yeah.
enough.
I'm sorry for asking detail, but
No, but it was messed up. So like I didn't know. I just froze. I didn't know what the fuck to do. It's a cop, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's searching us, and we have weed on us,
yeah,
and I know that I can't do shit because then we're gonna
you're gonna fuck it
go
up.
to jail
Yeah.
for weed because
Yeah.
Idaho, is illegal. So it was like, but I just remember after the whole incident happened, like, and he left, and I told the guys about it, and they were just like tripping, and I was tripping, but it happened so long. Yeah, it was 2008.
Wow, sorry to
Sometimes
hear that.
it was just like just getting past the situation, right? Like,
I would say that's taking one for the team right there.
For sure, that's
Take one
taking
for the
one for the team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like
And-
I always took one for the team with those guys. Like we got pulled over in the Dope House van one time, and it was me and 4 of the guys, and I'm the one who went to jail. I took the case. We got pulled over at the checkpoint. I took the case. They were like, "We're not letting y'all go until somebody takes responsibility for this joint." This is El Paso. I'm like, it was mine. Finally, it was mine.
I mean, I think if I was a female, I'd take one for the team too. Like every
Yeah.
time I get pulled over, I make sure the catcher mitt was hanging out. You know what I mean?
A lot of times it's the little homies or like the female or like somebody with a lot less to lose.
That's how
that
that's how I
ends up
felt.
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Oh, they all have like child support."
Yeah, or some hard
Shit like that.
felonies or
Warrant.
something.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure.
Like Juan had been to the pen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Juan got even like it's just shit like that. You just
Let me ask you a question.
It's kind of like a thing you feel like you're obligated to do.
Let me ask you a question. There's sometimes people get a signature by a rock star or maybe their favorite rap star, and say it's a female and it's on her titty or wherever, or vice versa, do whatever, you know what I mean? Gets the autograph, and the motherfucker always says, you always hear him say, I'm never gonna wash this, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So after that happened, did he look you in your eye and tell you that he was never gonna wash this?
I got you.
I'm sorry about
that. He should have.
So you go from Arkansas, and you were only there for 2 years, you said.
Yeah.
So where do we go
3 years. I was there 3 years. Yeah, 3 years.
3 years. So by this time, we graduated now, type of shit, right?
I had graduated, and I was still in the streets, not doing shit, not going to college like I should have been doing, and I ended up with this gay guy who had AIDS, like full-blown AIDS.
Whoa.
And he was dying, and it really made me it just made me snap. I just fucking snapped. Like, I was like, what am I doing? Wait, what am I doing here? Like, wait, this is not my life. This is not my life. Like, what
were you doing?
I was selling drugs, living with this guy who was dying right in front of me. I'm watching him die more every day. You know what I mean? I just...
Was he your number one client?
No, he was just somebody that I was just like rooming with, because I had been living on my own since I was kicked out when I was 17 because, shit I was doing. So
because I feel like if I was ever dying, of AIDS or anything crazy like that, I would most definitely want to move with a neighborhood connect. You know what I mean?
That's what. Yeah, I
don't want to fucking have to wait for them to get here. I could just walk down the hallway, knock on their door, get my shit, and die fucking.
Yeah, that was
happy.
our relationship. Yes, that was our relationship. That was our entire relationship. I was this connect. It wasn't like we were just like close friends or anything. But to watch something like that every day, like, wait a minute, this is not my life. Yeah. Hold on.
Like, how this is starting to become normal to me.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like every day I wake up and there's the guy with AIDS dying right in front of me. He's like a melting candle and shit,
Yeah.
Was he melting like a candle?
Dude, it was just really sad. I just remember it was really sad.
I'm not trying to make a joke out of it, but I'm just saying,
I feel you. It was bad. So I remember I called my dad. My dad was in Huntsville. And I'd already been to Texas, mind you, at this point, because I had gone to Port Arthur to go buy my first cookie, my first quarter.
Okay, yeah.
And I was slinging, you know what I mean? So and that's when I really heard the Houston music and Little Kiki, and I was listening to the radio. And I'm like, damn. So I'm like, I want to go to Huntsville because it's right there by Houston, right? And my dad teaches at the college there. I'll get in-state tuition. I'll go get a job. Well, I'm just gonna go down there with my dad. So I called him. He said, come on. I came down there because I hadn't really been around my dad in some years, because of the whole situation before.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like rebuilding with my dad, you know what I mean? But years later, so I go over there with my dad. I'm only there for a month or so. I stack up. I get a job at Domino's Pizza. I get a job at a pharmacy. And then, of course, I meet the plug somehow and over there
of course
too.
Yeah.
And I started doing my thing over there too.
All the pretty girls meet the plug.
I started doing my thing over there too, so to pay for the college because I couldn't get loans. I mean, I couldn't get grants at the time.
What was your what you want to do with college? Where direction were you thinking of going?
I realized that I really loved accounting when I got there, and I started doing really well in accounting. So I got my degree in accounting, my bachelor's.
And I'm sure you learned that on the streets. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. That kind of tells you if somebody's good with math or that you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they were good. They were good at what they did at once upon a time ago when they were doing it.
Yes,
and that was you.
Yes, always had my re-up money.
Yeah.
So
that's dope.
Yeah.
You never got high off your own supply? Fuck around once in a while? Smoke a little crack, a little pea dog, a little chili dog?
Nah, not that shit.
No.
What was your drug of choice growing up?
I like weed. I love weed. I just always have been a pothead.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And so 3 years there. What point did you take from Arkansas? Is that when you already said that. You went to where'd you go after Arkansas?
That's when I went to Huntsville.
Huntsville, there you go.
To go to college, yeah.
Okay, Huntsville. So you actually did go to college?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I graduated and everything.
Oh, shit. Well,
congratulations
on that. And what did you graduate for?
Accounting.
Okay, yeah, no, I know that, but you know, what I mean, what was it?
A BBA.
Okay, BBA. There you go.
Bachelor's in Business Administration. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Good shit. Good book.
Business. I'm about my business.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure that's helped you along the way.
Congratulations.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, it has.
It's helped you along the way, yeah. And that's such a versatile thing. Like, you need to be good with motherfucking money.
Yeah.
You need to be able to good with managing your fucking checkbook, your bank account, and all that other shit. That's accounting, correct?
Yeah.
Managing money?
Yeah, and finding the money.
And finding the money, baby. Let's go. Gotta find that money. Some people, you know what I mean? There's a rich dad, poor dad, whatever the fuck about it. He's always talking about, you know, figuring out the way to make money work for you, you know?
Yeah.
I like reading books and stuff, and that's a good book if you ever want to read a book.
Okay.
Yeah. Great book. But it's probably all the stuff you already know because you're good with accounting.
Might be.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can always learn, so.
Absolutely. There's something you may not know and learn from a book. So you go to college for accounting. You graduate. What are you doing from there?
Well, when I was going to college, I was already going to I'm already going to studios and going to the Dope House in Houston. Like, I'm already doing talent shows with the radio station down there, winning talent shows, winning contests and shit. Just kind of like getting my feet wet.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was because it's for money. I was winning money. I was like, oh, I can make money off of singing. Like, this is working. Oh shit. Okay. And it was kind of nice because it was kind of like, I felt like kind of like Eminem and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
my arms are sweaty.
I would get up there and they'd be like, get that white girl off the stage. It'd be like that, right?
Mom spaghetti.
And as soon as I like start singing, they just like, oh, okay. She cool. Okay, you can say. Yes. Yeah, I'm for real, man. I'm for real. I'm here because I'm for real. I'm not here because I'm trying to fuck with y'all. Like, I'm not trying to waste your fucking time here. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, when the black girl
to break you off.
When the black girl tells the white girl she can sing, hey, she can sing.
That's right. That's what really, like, you know, that helped me in Houston a lot because, like, that's important to me. You know what I mean? Having that support is like having them support me, like, to go from like them, they judge you, they see you, and they're like, she don't look like she can sing, she don't look like she can spit, she don't look like she can do shit. You know what I mean? But then when they hear me, they're like, oh shit, she really can.
Yeah.
You know, like
dope.
she got some soul to her. Like, yeah, I got soul, man. I can't help it. It's in me. You know, like it's always been like that. And so once I realized that was what I was supposed to do, that's like your purpose. Like once you realize that's your purpose, and then everything else just, it's tunnel vision. Like, you know what I mean?
We need to get to that destination.
Yeah.
Yeah, that purpose of destination, which is, you know, singing from your soul, entertainment, you know, entertaining, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, that's just, man, to be able to make a life off of doing what you love. Like, there's so many people that are watching this right now and just dream about doing something like that. And they dream, after they wake up from the dream and they get up and they go work that fucking crazy ass fucking construction job or whatever it might be, you know?
Yeah.
And
shout out to Juan Gotti for making me quit my job.
You've been very blessed. You've been very blessed to be able to do that. And we're still sharing your story. We're going to talk about that journey with you singing. And so, you know, you went into the talent shows, this, that, and the other, you know what I mean? Like, how do we move from there? How do we move? You're starting to see, hey, this can be profitable, baby, you know what I mean?
And like, you know, so I was on chat rooms a lot at the time trying to get like studio time because I'm like, hey, I write music, but I don't have beats. But okay, now I found a producer. Now I got a beat. Now I need to go to a studio. Now I need to find a studio to go record. It wasn't like how it is now with everybody got studios. You had to really go find a studio, you know. So I went onto the chat room for the radio station. And I met this guy, and he said, hey, I know a studio. It's $50 an hour. I'm like, I got $100. Let's do this. I can do this in 2 hours. I'm sure I can knock the song out in 2 hours. All right?
Yeah.
Because I've been recording myself since I was little. I used to record myself on, like, you know, a dual
tape recorders.
The dual cassette thing.
Let's go.
Yeah, I used to do that shit all the time.
That's tight.
Right? The B-sides to the tapes. I'd record myself over there. Oh, shit. So
put the tape on it.
Yeah, studio was nothing. Like, I could do studio. So I was like, all right. So I go there, and it's Dope House Records. And I had heard the music before. I had heard SPM's music. I had just been introduced to it recently because I hadn't heard of it until I moved to Texas, right? But then when I heard it there, a friend in college introduced me to his music, and I remember me saying like, I'm gonna work with that. I'm gonna work with that guy one day.
Yeah.
Like for real. I just was like, I'm gonna work with that guy one day. And you don't realize the power of words.
Yeah.
For real. Because like I didn't, you don't just say that about everybody. It's not like I just said that about everybody that I heard on the radio or that I'd hear. Like, I was just like, damn. This dude, like, I heard Merry Go Round. I think that was the song I heard. And I was like, I'm gonna work with this dude one day. So anyway, I end up there.
And that was you in the chat room trying to find a spot to record.
Just trying to find a spot.
And
I did not know that's yeah.
And it happened to be Dope House Records.
Yeah, it was not like a plan. Like, I didn't know that's what it was when I got there. And I got there, I was like, oh shit, okay. And then that's when I met Payne, the producer over there, and I met the Twin Berettas and Juan Gotti at the time. So, I met those guys. I met Baby Bash, who was Baby Beesh at the time, and he was over there. And that's where I met everybody eventually.
What was that? What were those vibrations like? What was the vibes and what was the setting of the studio when you first initially got there? I mean, was it just like?
It was like it's a big warehouse. Okay. So it was like on the left side of the warehouse. Like, it was his studio. There was about 4 studios in the warehouse at the time they had going on over there.
And it was all Dope House Records?
Yeah. Okay. There were different Dope House Records studios, producers that had, like, a guy named Pete Camarillo, rest in peace, Pete. He had his studio over there. Happy Perez, he had his studio. Another guy named Block Rock had his studio, and then Payne had his studio in there. So Shadow had his studio. I mean, Filetto, they all had the studios over there at Dope House. So, but I was at Payne's. I ended up at Payne's studio where this guy sent me to. So, and he heard me sing, and they heard me sing, and they were like, "Oh, you can sing!" Like, "Hey, you know what? We need some choruses. We got this group called DFO. We're starting. We need some choruses. If you give us some choruses, I'll give you studio time." Cool. And then he was like, just keep coming back. That's what he said. Just keep coming back. I said, okay. So every day after school, I was going over there, just waiting to see, like, I get on a chorus, get on a song, get on something, and that's how it ended up. That's how I ended up getting on. And
so this is in Houston. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is in Houston. It's a big warehouse, and it's all these studios in the warehouse is under the umbrella of Dope House Records. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's cool. That's interesting, man. So they obviously they hear you. You can sing like a big dog.
And I was bringing weed to sell too.
Okay, and you supplying them too at the same time. So they're like, damn, she pretty, she got weed, and she can sing.
Good stuff.
That's. I mean, god damn it, what else do you need? You know what I mean? And so then, what's the first time that you meet SPM?
I met him there, Dope House Records.
Do you remember the first time you met him?
Yes.
Well,
my electricity went out, and in my apartment, because my roommates didn't pay their part of the bill, and I was like really pissed off. I just remember being really pissed off because we didn't have our electricity on. And he was like, what's wrong? And he was outside, and I was like, I told him. He's like, oh man, if I was you, why don't you just call the electric company, see if you can sing to them, and they'll turn your electricity back on. And I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was the first time I met him. And then I ended up going to do like a song for him at Happy Perez's studio that never got released. I did a lot of choruses at the time that probably never got released on stuff. There's just probably a lot of shit in archives over there.
Do you think when he told you that he was trying to be funny, or that was just kind of like his style of just like shooting the shit?
Just being charming. You know what I mean?
Being charming. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, he was always really charming. You know what I mean? So, always cool with me. I went to a couple of shows actually. That Dope House did with Fat Joe at the time. Fat Joe and him were pretty tough, hanging tough there, and they did a show together in Houston. So I remember hanging out with all the guys, and I went to a couple shows, and then I got in trouble because I was hanging out at the Dope House every day instead of, doing my homework and studying. I was failing classes, and I'm like, I gotta stop. I gotta finish. I'm like in my last year. I need to finish school. So I left. They got raided.
Dope House Records got raided.
They got raided, and I remember that's when they even told me like, yeah, you should just not come back for a while. Just like
it's not good.
They're like, shit's going down. I'm like, what? Okay, I didn't really know what was going down. I you know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I wasn't aware of anything. I was just like, oh, okay. So I go back to my world. I go back to school, finish the last year. And then I end up moving to Houston. because I'm like, I want to pursue my music still, right? So I moved to Houston. I'm living in fucking hood, Houston, Northside, Greenspoint. And I'm trying to push my music, you know, I'm trying to record. So I end up reaching back out to Pain again. And so I start, and he's like, yeah. And I give him some money, and I go back over there and I record some more songs. So by this time it's like 2004. And I had just graduated in 2003. And he says, hey, you know, they're looking for a royalty accountant. Juan Gotti has just gotten a deal with Warner Latina. He got nominated for a Latin Grammy, all kinds of stuff. You know, Juan Gotti was just killing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, he just got this deal, and we need to pay out publishing to artists. This was all some new shit at the time, publishing and everything. And they're like, we need a royalty accountant. And you know, you just graduated with your degree in accounting, so I recommended you. And I'm like, hell yeah. You know what I mean? I'm down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing, but I was like, I'm down to learn, and yeah, let's do this.
Figure
you know what I
this shit
mean?
out,
Yeah, this is great to be able to like do the business part. You know what I mean? In the music business. So I was like, all right. So I went there and I started as a royalty accountant, but I didn't end up doing that. I ended up doing like all kinds of other stuff. I ended up doing like, that was when downloads were first starting. So I ended up getting all the music from the CDs and transferring it to metadata,
Yeah.
ISRCs, and I got everything on digital download, like transferred all that stuff, the whole catalog. So I really got to know the catalog. You know, I really got to know the inner workings of the business. I started doing a lot of stuff, and I kind of ended up being Arthur Coy's kind of like right hand for a while.
And Arthur Coy is who?
The CEO of Dope House.
And who is he in relation to SPM?
His brother, his older brother.
His older brother.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I was working with him in the office, and
What kind of dude is that guy?
oh man, he's a businessman. He's a hell of a businessman.
Hell of a
Tootie,
businessman,
yeah, definitely. He's the guy who's gonna get the deal. You know what I mean? He's gonna seal the deal. You know, he's gonna get that deal. And he's gonna seal it. He's a hustler too. You know what I mean? All the Coys are. You
Yeah.
know, his sister too. They're all hustlers.
And when you talked about SPM having a certain type of charm, and when you talk about Arthur Coy, right, the CEO of Dope House Records, and you said he's a businessman, but obviously he had that charm as well, right? Like you said, he's gonna get the deal done, and sometimes it takes a lot of different elements to walk in there, have the confidence, and get the deal done. I mean, was the dude a smooth dude or what? Or was he a hardcore rigid dude?
He's a hardcore. He's more of a hardcore rigid guy. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Like
okay.
he's not really the smooth type. That's Carlos is the more SPM. That's the more the artist part of that. But as far as me working in that office, I learned so much. And then eventually I got fired from the office because I was needed in the studio to go start working on songs.
Nice.
And he tried me out on the microphone, and he was like, okay, I want you to sing all my choruses.
That's SPM? Uh-huh. Okay.
And this was on the phone.
Yeah.
So that's when I started doing a bunch of choruses. I was every single day at 5 a.m. Because that was when they could call. I would go over there with Pain, and we would wait for the phone call, and then...
Okay, so now he's in prison.
He's in the county at this time.
He's in the county this
Yeah.
time. Okay, he's in the county this time. And so what point in time did you marry him?
Oh, that wasn't until way till later. We have been friends for a long time.
So you had married him while he was in prison?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he catches this case, you're recording these songs, and what's in the air about the case that he's fighting at the time, and how are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling like like millions of other fans. It's bogus. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of artists that we listen to that have been busted for some crazy ass cases. You know? And to this day, if Mike Tyson's gonna fucking fight, or if he's got a podcast, people tune into it. And I'm not trying to fucking say, hey, I condone any of the bullshit, which I don't. You guys know that. But I'm saying at the time, like, I don't know, maybe sometimes we pick and choose of who this, that, and the other. But let's not get too deep into that.
Right.
Let me keep on moving forward with this. So, and I'm going to get a little deep into that, but I want to move forward with this. So you're feeling like a million other fans saying that, hey, you know what, this is some bogus ass shit. I mean, are you, and then he's going to court. How long did he go to court for that case?
I have no idea. I wasn't around for that.
You weren't around for that?
That's why I'm always like, I don't know. I don't know anything about any of that.
But so
I wasn't around during that time.
So you feel like you kind of give me a sense of like you feel annoyed, or maybe because people have asked you about that. Okay, but if you
they assume that I just like know all this stuff, and I'm like, no, that's not the case.
But wouldn't you think though, and playing the somewhat of the other side, right, from your side, wouldn't you think that if someone marries him, I don't know how much longer after he caught that, he was sentenced for that you marry him, that you should know the ins and outs of that case?
Yeah.
So then when people ask you and you're like, well, I don't know about it, they're saying, well, you were married to the dude, you should know about it.
Yeah, and exactly what it says, like that there was no evidence on it.
Yeah. I've never seen the paperwork.
That's what I'm saying.
There was one dude, a podcaster,
no evidence,
I'm not going to say his name, and he supposedly went through the paperwork and this and that, but I really just don't really like to waste my time and energy on stuff like that.
It's public information. That's all I'm going to say. It's public information.
And what does the public information say? In a nutshell.
It's the same thing that I'm saying. Like it's just been basically convicted on the fact that he had a child with a 13-year-old.
Okay.
And not convicted on any evidence of what he was charged for.
Yeah, but that part was true, having a child with a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, but the story was she was a stripper in a strip club, and he didn't know she was underage.
So he didn't know that he was having a child with a 13-year-old. Mm-hmm. Okay, I get
and that was the story for all those years. So
I mean, I'll say this too: anytime any of us go to a strip club, I mean, we're not IDing these half-naked females. You know what I mean? We're not like, hey, I need to see your shit. I mean, so if that
people are gonna assume that the strip club is doing their part.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hope so, bro.
Well, I mean,
I personally, I've seen 14 and 15-year-old girls that look. I can't tell anymore. They all like made up and shit. They have like full on glam makeup on and shit. I can't tell.
For sure.
It's tough.
Sometimes it is. I mean, I'm 47 years old, so I mean, when I see them young, I know they're young, and they can be fucking 21, 22, or who knows, they might be before that, and that might be what we're kind of talking about a little, or what you're talking about.
Yeah.
In the sense of sometimes the way they're dressing or the way they're flaunting their body.
At the end of the day, the law's the law, and
but either way, that had nothing to do with with my part, because I'm talking about years of friendship.
Yeah.
With someone.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with any of that. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question, and if you don't mind sharing, and this would obviously be private shit, but feel free to answer it or not. But like, I mean, what kind of conversation would you have with SPM while he was fighting this case? Like, would he vent to you and talk to you about it? Like, fuck, man.
Like they're doing me dirty type shit, or it's just like, hey, like, fuck, it is what it is.
Or was it just business and songs?
No, it was just business and songs. It was just business and songs.
So he felt no need to be like, hey, I just want to let you know this is some bullshit right here. No, he wouldn't even say that.
That is through his music. What he would express that through is his music. If you listen to the actual song "When Devils Strike," that song right there.
He kind of expressed everything he
talked about the case in that song, in that specific song. So
I'm gonna listen to it.
It was through the music,
but
you know what I mean?
That's what he was going through at the time.
Yeah. And that was in 2006 when we released it. Yeah. But we worked on it from 2004 to 2006. So, but either way, like, that's the entire reason why, going back to why I moved in 2012, I moved to LA.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't trying to be in the shadow of just this person's singer. You know what I'm saying?
Did it become like a negative shadow opposed to before maybe a positive shadow? I mean, how did Dope House Records take it that their boss, one of their bosses, or their boss's brother, basically the dude's the boss, right? Too, SPM, Dope House Records. I mean, he's the face of it. What did the label mates think about that?
I mean, they still hold it down. You know what I'm saying? They still hold down the Dope House.
Yeah.
They still support him and back him up.
So they still support him and back him up. Okay. Yeah, that's all I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
And I would say, in a sense, those are people that are gonna ride and die with you, so to speak, right? You know, ride and potentially die with the person. You know what I mean? You know, especially if you're gonna back them up, still back them up, and something like that. But in the state of Texas, though, I mean, this is California. California is, I guess, a little different in regards to the way the streets move. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then Texas is a little more like, who knows? Maybe that's they move differently. We'll say that, huh?
Well, I know that they're very they don't play over there either. I know that.
I can tell you honestly, dog. I've been in jail in Texas, and there's a lot of solid dudes there as well. So this is not like Texas.
Something that's accepted and shit. No, and you know what? And I wanted, because I just sat with the homie from San Antonio, the homie Flacco, bro. Yeah. And when I was out there in Texas,
you know what I mean?
And I'm still gonna release that. I was looking at it the other day. I'm still gonna release that.
Yeah.
We had one street dude. Not that the other dudes weren't from the streets, but we had one strictly street dude that Rick hooked up.
My boy from San Anto.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's a Orejon, and you know what I mean? Like, I've been in jail with a lot of homies from, you know, Tango Blast and all that culture. And I mean, I think a lot of people would like to think that, cause this or that or whatever. But there's a lot of solid dudes in Texas, California, wherever you go.
Well, I say it like this. I'm saying, and we're gonna get out of this subject right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna help.
Because I'd like to move on.
No, we're gonna pivot. We're gonna pivot.
Sure. But I would like to say this in regards to, like, the boys are staying loyal to the soil and shit, right? This is the bread and the butter, and this is what we've been doing, and because of this dude is why we doing what we doing, right?
But it's not even that, to a fact. I think a lot of times people just pick, like, I mean, you see dudes like fucking with Gunner and fucking with whoever they fuck with you know, Tekashi or whoever they fuck with. You know what I mean?
And they stay loyal to the people.
And some people are gonna stay loyal to whatever they're fucking with.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm the person that has been in the trenches.
Yeah.
Like, I was a frontline soldier for Dope House.
Yeah.
Front lines.
What does that consist of, being a frontline soldier
in the
for Dope
streets?
House?
I'm the one in the streets with the fans.
Well,
I'm the one going to do the shows, representing, and you know, I'm the person answering, you know, the questions, having to deal with the questions and dealing with all the wins. You know, the fans, it's a cult following, and
yes, I believe it is too. Yeah,
it is a cult following.
Music has a cult following,
and,
straight up.
And you know, when you come up off of that, it's like they're looking to you for answers. They're looking to you for guidance. They're looking to you like, this is the woman that's, you know, this is the face. This is our representation. You know what I mean? Of someone who can't be here. Because that's the thing. People think like, oh man, you came up off of him. Like, he made you and be shit. Okay, do you realize that I didn't get to fucking tour? It's not like I got to tour with him.
Yeah.
I can't tour with him.
Yeah.
I can't really, you know, I got to go there and push that shit myself.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing. I was taking those CDs and I was going to the swap meets. You know what I'm saying? I went out to the swap meet in Vegas. I went out to the swap meets out in Cali. I was going out to places that nobody was going to sell his CDs.
Well, you know what's crazy? I want to say this right now. I want to say this right here, bro. What's crazy is not until recent until I started seeing California pushing like a fucking no-fly zone,
like a hard line
for fucking SPM, because many years prior from here, this date back right to the 90s,
weren't really out there.
Yeah, bro, you go to all of the California prisons and all the homies had the SPM tapes. Like, let's be real about it. You know what I mean? I'm on a Mexican radio.
A lot of people
I always say that I have more fans inside those walls than out.
Yeah.
Because and man, that's why I did "Shine on Me," that song. Like, that shit, you know what I'm saying? I know what it feels like to have somebody that you love like locked away, and I know what it's like. I know what that life is like because I visited so many prisons. You know what I'm saying? I know.
And when you say about somebody that you love locked away, you're talking about SPM.
Yeah,
Your
definitely.
ex-husband.
And my sister too. My sister went to prison twice.
Damn.
So I know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
to
that
have a loved one in jail.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I feel that. So like,
you got empathy. You feel compassionate about it. Yeah.
I think that may be why, you know, I don't know why, but you know, all these guys are locked up, and shout out to everybody, man. All the homies in there, man, that jam, you know what I'm saying? That jam your girl, cause like I I really do appreciate that. They get out, and as soon as they get out, they hit me up like on social media or something.
That's
hey
love.
man, I just want to let you know I could. And the ones that rap, they're like, you know, I always know, like, as soon as they get out, I'm about to get out. I'm at the halfway house or whatever, you know, it's like, I'm going to get a feature from you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, so I've had that relationship with them for like a long time. And it's like,
So when you're out in Texas and you're doing, you know, you're saying you're the face of basically SPM because you're out there doing, you know, doing all the social media stuff, doing all the PR, public relations, right?
doing all the shows and in the streets with the fans.
Yeah, and so
I was out there with the people.
And the reception, do you get different reception from Texas, from California?
At first I did. I remember we went over to me and my boy Mo Hustle. Shout out to Mo Hustle. That was the one that we went out cross country with the CDs. We first went to LA trying to sell the CDs. Oh no, they weren't having it.
They weren't having it.
They were not having it.
What year
dude.
was this?
Okay, this is what year? 2010.
2010.
2009, 2010.
So
CDs are dying, right?
Yeah.
CDs are just starting to die. We had to reduce our price to $5 to sell CDs over here. It was crazy. We were selling them there for 15, and we come over here and we only get 5.
Damn.
And we're begging for 5.
Shit.
And man, I never had to hustle so hard to sell a CD for $5. But yeah, but you know what? Being out here, when I moved out here, and I did my first show, I think it was Whittier at the Green Turtle.
Yeah, I know where that's at.
I was like, oh wow, this is love. Like, I feel this love. I felt that love, and
Yeah.
I was like, damn, they got it out here too. Like that's what's up.
Yeah.
And then I did a show in Downey. I remember I did a show in Downey. It was a great show. Like, and shout out to Danny LBC. He had booked me on a lot of shows out here when I was living out here.
So shout out to Danny.
Yeah,
Salute.
and I started to really feel that. I was like, damn, it's like that. I'm getting that love out here too.
Yeah.
But like honestly, I feel like I got that love out here too because of all the collaborations I did out here.
Yeah, you
because I
already-
was putting in the groundwork out here too.
Yeah, smart.
And
I mean, you graduated to be an accountant, right?
yeah. and then when I would go, you know, and I started getting shows like, you know, up there in like the 805 and then Oxnard and Santa Maria, and then of course, you know, because Pocos Pero Locos was playing our stuff.
Yeah. Shout out to them too, man.
Shout out to them.
Old school.
Kool-Aid.
Fucking, yeah.
Love you, girl.
Kool-Aid, holla at me. Let's get you on the podcast.
Facts.
Yeah, she played the entire When Devils Strike album on the air, and that is what got Los Angeles to be the number 2 market.
Wow. I think Shea 45 has SPM like blacklisted.
No, DJ
song.
Who Kid plays him.
Does he play him? Because
Sure
at
does.
one time, some with the homie, the white boy, the dude from Detroit, funny as fuck. Come on, I can't believe it.
Drew Jude.
Rude Jude,
Yes,
yeah, Rude Jude,
I like him,
Rude
yeah.
Jude, and so
He's always on shrooms.
Yeah, they have called him up before and said, "Hey, put SPM on me." Like, nah, dog, that shit go no play right here. You know what I mean?
No, Who Kid plays him like every week.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what I want to do is I want to take a quick break. I'm going to run some ads. I got to pay some bills real quick, but I want to get back to the subject of. You said you had a love person locked away, and we're not talking about your sister. We're talking about SPM, and I want you to explain the love and the relationship as much as you'd like to, because people want to hear that. You know what I mean? Of the relationship that you had with him.
I'll touch briefly on it because I don't want to stay on it. I really don't, because I'm honestly trying to like separate from that at this point. You know what I mean?
But this is your first time on Hoodstocks.
We're moving on, but
No, but let's take a quick break. We're going to take a quick break. Yeah. If you need to use the restroom, anything like that. And we're going to be right back with Carolyn Rodriguez, baby. Yes, sir. Let me pay some bills real quick. Hey, check it out. Peep game. Ganijo tattoos, man. Hawaiian Garden, stand the fuck up. That's what you guys got to fuck with, man. Yeah. The boy is slinging that motherfucking ink. And if you'd like to book an appointment with him right now, I'm going to give you his phone number. His phone number is 562-704-9743. Hey, many of our listeners make us believe that the only way to buy a home is to have perfect credit, a large down payment, and then proceed to get into a bidding war on your favorite home. This isn't the case right here. The team at Prime Equity Mortgage has access to off-market inventory and access to 50-plus banks, plus their own bank. They have helped thousands of people in our community get their home and even helped home investors find ugly homes to flip. Jesus, that's crazy, right? This is how home flippers buy their homes. This is my boy right here, Andrew, man. One of the straightest, fucking sweetest dudes you ever meet in your life. And I say the sweet in the sense of just a fucking just, man, bro. Sometimes I'm like, say a bad word, fool. You know what I mean? Like the dude is just a super professional and you can trust him, you know? And his phone number is 626-825-6565. 626-825-6565. And I was actually working out with Andrew the other day. Sometimes we link up and we work out. We hit the gym and fucking, you know, I follow his fucking rutina he's got going on, you know. But I said, Andrew, man, it's a fucked up time to buy a house, bro. You know what I mean? The economy's all fucked up. We right here in California. I said, you know, what the fuck, dog? You know what I mean? He's like, hey, look, check it out. When is gonna be a good time to buy a house? And this is the dude that knows the market. You feel what I'm saying? So he's just saying this. It's not a good time, but it's not a bad time, and it won't hurt to find out what you're working with. You know what I mean? And what he can do for you. 626-825-6565. Hey, peep game. What else we got right here? Looking for some good quality cannabis? I mean, killer quality cannabis. Hit the folks at Killa Kush. They specialize in being the best available quality available from OG to exotic. They got it all, baby. Hit them up for location on Instagram at Killa Kush __420. We also sponsor we got the best criminal defense attorney in the city of Los Angeles on retainer. Don't play with it. Hoodstocks is the real deal, dog. We got our I's dotted and we got our T's crossed. You know what I mean? Why? Because we got to run a professional, legit program right here. And honestly, with this type of fucking terrain and motherfucking shit that we go through sometimes, you never know, man. And so we have to have a criminal defense attorney, and we got the best one in the city of Los Angeles. This dude used to be a federal prosecutor and also a DA for the Los Angeles District Attorney's office. He didn't like the unfair politics on the left side of the fence, so now he's going to bat for individuals that have, you know what I mean? Hey, maybe you fucking just had a bad fucking weekend. But with that said, if you need Doug Sherrod, his name is Doug Sherrod. If you need to reach Doug Sherrod, KingKongLawyer.com. KingKongLawyer.com. Orange County, stand the fuck up. Gutter Phenom is a lifestyle brand that's dedicated to supporting and inspiring individuals who determine to achieve their dreams. We believe that no matter where you come through and what you've been through, with hard work and dedication, anything is possible. Please visit gutterphenom.com. Gutterphenom.com. We also sponsored by fucking Lock on Nectar. Hey, San Antonio, Texas. Stand the fuck up, baby. Don't play with it. Shout out to my boy Danny, man. And when I went out to motherfucking Texas, man, I got so much motherfucking love. I'm telling you guys, on the way over there, man, I had so many fucking DMs and text messages of people trying to have me to stop from Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas. And honestly, if I would have made all those stops to link up with all the supporters of Hoodstocks, my goonies, I love you motherfuckers, I would have never made it to San Antonio, Texas. But anyways, shoplaconnecta.com. Shoplaconnecta.com. We also sponsor Rick and Morty gummies. You fucking prepare for blast off and lose your motherfucking mind, baby. Let's go. Hey, if you like to get some of them Rick and Morty gummies, hey, they're fucking delicious. You know what I mean? They're magically delicious, dog. You know what I mean? Go to at Rick and Morty Gummies Official on Instagram, and they're gonna tell you where to get that shit. We also sponsored by Graphic Joe. He does all of our motherfucking stickers, dog. You know what I mean? If you'd like to get some of these bulletproof, hard hat proof motherfucking stickers, something you can put on baby girls' jacket, hey, you know, babops, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? They're gonna stick. No, none of those right now, Rick. Rick's trying to give me well, I shroom most of the time doing these podcasts, but I'm not gonna right now because I'm trying to give you a professional interview right here. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like, hey, before you get out there, you know, because I can start acting like a retard. You know what I mean? And I am fucking 1,000% retarded. But I'm a functioning retard. You know what I mean? Just like I'm a functioning fucking alcoholic and a drug addict, baby. You know what I mean? But anyways, hey, P Game, stop calling, motherfuckers. We ain't opened up the phone line yet, and we'll ask her if she wants to open up the phone lines. But anyways, what the fuck was I doing? GraphicJoe.com, baby. Hey, hold on. Go to Instagram at GraphicJoe_. And we also sponsored by these motherfucking not nuts. We'll be right back with Carolyn Rodriguez. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. I grew up on the 50, love my whole city. Got the little ones with me, I ain't going back to prison. House with a yard, I get my own unlocks, I walk my own yard. I'm Figaro and filthy. Where I come from, dog, everybody's filthy. Get your hands dirty with them concrete burpees. Beer runs and licks. My heart was made, dog, with every single brick. Legend in my own, I get my little shine on. Got a house loan, I see a hater smiling, broke with a mouth full. Run with my ninjas, used to gun with my ninjas. Used to split top ramens on the hood with my ninjas. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. 53 Thorntons, Johnny's on the corner, Fidel's on the block. Pizza so hot, cheese slide right off. Terrace 49, I got a creature state of mind. Mona Vista Pay, you need to keep a loaded 9. Maury's on thick, used to cop the Cortez, you know the Chino got the kicks. Sitting in the park, you my son, I'm the shine. Rolling down the boulevard, palm tree line, bro, call me anytime. Jack and some coke, we can build on our life. Get our money up without committing all these crimes. Get it while you got it, mix your freedom with some logic. A gangster's moving silence, you ain't gotta speak about it. Tatted on our skin, you know what it do, dog, fairly go on in. You need to rest your head, my door swings on a hinge. Hooters on your bumper, come and jump the neighbor's fence. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on. Let me shine a little light. A Miriam Street Garage, Gonzo, you my bro. Gotta keep your soul alive. Black Sabbath till I die. All heart pork soldier. Everybody know this. Pull me out of mines, you gon' get the fucking notice. Gentrified faces. What they know about Chuck Taylor fat laces. York Boulevard, Troy's drive through. Got some chili cheese fries before I catch a state line. Cali Mex got the meat. BBQs always turn up on the streets. My homies all crazy. OG homies done made me. Conejo the homie. Ray Loco the homie. Yogi the homie. Night Out the homie. Backstreet Villain the homie. Wimps the homie. Let's go deep on me. All respect to the rest of the team. Shit, we miss you motherfuckers. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. I grew up on the 50s, love my whole city. Got the little ones with me, I ain't going back to prison. House with a yard, I get my own unlocks, I walk my own yard. I'm Figaro and filthy. Where I come from, dog, everybody's filthy. Get your hands dirty with them concrete burpees. Beer runs and licks. My heart was made, dog, with every single brick. Legend in my own, I get my little shine on. Got a house loan, I see a hater smiling, broke with a mouth full. Run with my ninjas, used to gun with my ninjas. Used to split top ramens on the hood with my ninjas. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me on the run. Let me shine a little light. Can I get a moment of your time? Smoke a little, life's a game of chess. Drugs, guns, Hooters got me Let me shine a little light. 53 tortas. Johnny's on the corner. Fidel was on the block. Check 1 2 1 2, baby. Let's go. We are with a lot. The mics are live, guys.
No, with you though.
Yes, mics are live, doggy. Hey, peep game.
Whoa.
And so I check it out, man. This is just the conversation of the whole the conversation of the whole SPM situation is a very just like fucking worn out conversation. I mean,
is,
if it was in the form of a vagina, you know what I mean? It would just be blown the fuck out, and the lips are all over the place. And I'm sorry, for using this fucking type of analogy, but I'm just saying, like, it's old, you know what I mean? And I ain't here to put Carolyn Rodriguez through all that motherfucking bullshit, but at the same time, I get it. You know what I mean? It's her first time on Hoodstocks, and we kind of got to like put her pretty feet in the fire a little bit. You know what I mean? But not too much.
Yeah, I'm just because I'm not here to talk about him or anything, and it's just crazy that people are like, oh, she's going against him. Like, I no, never have done that either. So.
Well, you didn't get convicted of what he got convicted of, so people shouldn't be fucking prosecuting you for someone else's conviction, you know what I mean? But, then we got people saying, well, you married the dude during this time, so you condoned what he did.
No, but not if you don't believe that that's what
he did.
Yeah. Yes, of course. And like millions of other fans, again, just like his family, just like his peers. You know what I mean? Just like
none of them believed that that's
none
real.
of them believed that. Yeah. So that's like, and that's it. And let's move on from that part.
Absolutely.
From that part of it is what I'm saying. Yeah.
So I want to move to this part right here, and it still got to do with him a little bit, but we're tiptoeing out this whole conversation. So what I want to say is this. I want to say, you at one point in his prison stint after he got convicted of that crime, you started becoming closer to him through the phone, maybe visiting him. I mean, you tell me to a point.
No phone.
No phone.
There was no phone in Texas prisons.
Visits?
Let me tell you how Texas prisons are. There was no phones until 2014.
Wow.
We could not talk on the phone. Texas prison. So it was just letters and visits. And the visits were through the glass, with his family, with his wife at the time, and his kids, his 2 kids, and then through letters.
So you were going there with his wife and kids? Mm-hmm. Wow, that's next level. How does that work out?
Oh, we just, he talks with the kids and homework and how was school and all that, and then... and then it's like, okay, let's get to business. I mean, he was always, he's a businessman, you know what I'm saying? He ran that label from prison, so you were
there to talk about business, but at the same time, would you say you guys were falling in love with each other?
No, not at the time at all. Just friends.
Just friends.
More
just
as
cool.
a business partner
and
type.
friend,
Yeah,
no, not at all like that. Nah, wasn't like that.
Okay.
I mean, so what point in time did you guys end up like fucking saying? I mean, got married. You married the dude.
Yeah, that was not until the phones. That was not until the phones came into play. Till they started allowing people on phones. That's when we actually, like, I talked to him on the phone for the first time in a while.
And what was it? So you guys started talking, having Yeah,
so that's when it got to be like talking every day, all day. You know what I mean? So then it got like, and that's when it got to that point.
Better understanding.
Yeah, but we had already been friends.
Other.
Yeah, but we had already been friends, just friends for a very long time at that point. Like I said, that was 2014. So
this is when the phone sex started happening.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean I don't know what I'm talking about? I'm on the Mexican radio.
I don't know anything you're talking about.
Okay, so you guys start having intimate conversations.
Yeah. So that's how it happened, but.
And then all of a sudden, one day, somebody had a great idea of saying, hey, let's get married. Whose idea was that? Was it your idea or his idea? So you guys got married.
It's not supposed to be the woman, dude.
So like, of course.
So it was his
I'm
idea.
definitely, yeah.
So he said, Miss Carolyn Rodriguez, I want you to be my wife. And what did you say?
So yeah.
You said yeah. Why did you say yeah? Because at what point in time were you in these fucking phone calls and visiting? You're still visiting at the time, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Are these contact visits?
No.
No.
Not in Texas. That's another thing.
Texas doesn't have contact visits?
Not unless. Yeah. Not unless you're married or your family.
Nice. So
yeah,
once it
immediate
was married, like you guys were able to contact.
Yeah, but still
Okay.
not whatever y'all get over here.
Yeah, 'cause
not what y'all get over here.
We get actual family
Yeah.
visits, and we get like
no.
a whole weekend together, like in a
I
trailer.
did get to do that because I'm a California resident, so I got to go special weekends. So I would go
Okay.
get to go the whole.
So it was
yeah.
different. Yeah.
I did get to just
Okay.
because of that, but
We're
it
just
still
trying to
wasn't
get
that
an
much.
understanding.
But it
Yeah.
wasn't that much in Texas. So in Texas, the way it is like you get 2 hours a week, 2 hours a week, contact visit. You got you're sitting there at a table and shit. I mean.
So it's not even like see for us.
You're allowed to have one kiss at the beginning and one at the end, and you can hold hands.
Yeah. That's what we
That's
get
it.
on a regular visit. Like when you're married here in California, and at the time, like if you didn't have life or anything like that, like you were able to get a whole weekend together.
Yeah.
Like Friday to Sunday.
Right.
in a trailer.
No, we don't
Yeah.
get that. No. Texas doesn't have that. So
Okay.
I just wanted to break that down to y'all and the reason why I want to bring this up
Yeah.
is because people be like, oh my God, Texas prisons, they're so soft and they're so dude, it's really fucked up in there. Like,
I don't think a lot of people think Texas prison is soft.
I've heard that a lot.
No.
And I'm like, no, it's not. It's really not. Like, I'm telling you, it's tough in there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's the worst. It's the saddest place on earth. Like, like you got Disney World. See, it's literally like Disney World, the happiest place on earth, and prison, the saddest place on earth. For real.
Let me ask you a question. This is the question I want to ask you. You're a beautiful woman, right?
Thank you.
You got a beautiful voice, and at the time you're doing beautiful things,
you.
right? With your singing career and everything. What makes a woman in your position in the free world want to marry a man that is in prison? And you just explained the limited amount of interaction that you can have with this man, which is SPM. Why would you want to marry somebody that's in prison? Are you taking another one for the team like you did that one time in the bus? And I'm not trying to make a joke out of it, but I'm just saying,
Like going to jail.
Are you taking one for the team? Are you saying, hey, you know what? If this is what makes the boss happy, then this is what I'm gonna do. I mean, explain to me your thought process and saying seems like you said yes right away. Obviously, you had a rapport leading up to that, of long conversations, of friendship
Love.
prior to that, And so why did you say yes to marrying a man in prison?
Because I was like, for certain that this was my person. Okay, I can wait until this point. You know what I'm saying? When you're like in love like that, and you're like, you're gonna marry somebody and you're gonna become one. You're certain this is your person. Like, nothing else matters. Like, you're not thinking about anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just like, okay, eventually they're gonna be out, and you know what I'm saying? He's gonna be on parole. He's gonna be out and be together. He was writing a book at the time, which was like a very good book that was like explaining a lot of things about the case and stuff like that we figured was going to help get him out early too.
So that's what you were looking forward to. Like
Yeah.
The later.
Explain
the
it.
now.
Sorry, Rick.
Yeah, it's okay.
Explain to me the levels of love when it comes to women. Because there's different levels of love. Let's break this down real quick. Because a man,
and I'm not your average woman. You know what I mean?
Some
I'm
people
not
will
like
say you never got the baba, and how you go? You don't know what.
Oh, well, I'm not saying that that's never happened.
Oh, that's never. Oh, so you've had previous.
No, I'm just saying that, things can be arranged and stuff like that. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that never happened.
So there's a
Just
lot
saying.
there's a lot of movement in the background that you can't talk about to this day. And we were off camera and you were saying something and I try to get, and not that I would ever repeat it, but you don't know me and I get that. You don't have to tell me, and respect to you for not telling me and not taking my word on some dude that's all tell you, say, hey, you can trust me. You're a smart woman. Salute to you on that. But I wouldn't ever say shit like that. It would stay right here. But whatever.
Facts.
It's nor here or there. There's a lot of the story you can't share.
Yeah.
In regards to all the albums that he released when he was there.
Right.
Regardless to maybe you having a intimate relationship with
Yeah.
whoop-de-whoop-whoop. So
That's why I don't really, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't talk about it.
how long were you married to him while he was in prison?
Let's see. We were together for 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
How were those 5 years?
They weren't all peaches and cream, let me tell you. They weren't all rosy.
I don't think they are for anybody.
Nah. When you're, I mean, look, it doesn't matter. When you're with someone that's locked up, you're locked up with them.
Yeah,
Period.
For sure.
Period.
Is that in the sense of being faithful?
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
How's it?
And I'm a faithful woman, so I'm a loyal person.
But you're in
so
the entertainment world, and sex is everywhere.
I know, it's crazy, right?
And so, how do you deal with that? Because a woman has needs too.
Well, like I said, we're cool. We were good. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't an issue. That wasn't an issue where I needed to.
Is there a milkman in your neighborhood?
Nah, hey, respects to you for that.
I would never. I would never.
You for that.
Nah, I would have waited for forever.
And so
I would have waited forever if I had to. You know, at the time. I'm not saying now. I'm just saying at that time,
sure.
it was. Yeah,
While
when I was
you were
in that
feeling,
relationship,
yes.
I would have waited forever. Yes, because that's not who I am. Like, it's not in my heart. You know what I mean? It's like I don't have that ability. Like, once you're one with somebody, okay, like, that's it. You don't stray. There's nobody else. That's done. You're it. That's your person forever. When you're married to somebody, that's that. You know what I mean?
Locked in.
That's your forever. That's your forever person.
That's right.
So see what I mean? Like, that wasn't an issue for me.
Yeah.
Plus, you're saying I'm in the business, right? And there's sex everywhere. Okay. But also, I'm in the business. It's a little different for me because I was representing him, right?
Dope House Records.
So it wasn't like, I didn't really have to deal with, everybody knew me as that,
Yeah.
You're a boss.
Right. But I was also known as going out in public as someone's wife, like that. You're not gonna.
It was hard.
You're not gonna fuck around. You gotta maintain.
Until you came to LA and you seen all these wolves out here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, supposedly. Oh yeah, that was the story that I came out here and I betrayed. Yes, I was coming. You were out with all these Cali fools now. What's up with that? Eh? Like, what the?
We're like, nah, dog, she's good.
It's
fool.
music. It's music. It's music, man.
I'm on the Mexican. Oh, sorry.
Shout out to King Little G, man. Like, that's another one out here that I linked up with, and we did a song that hit big time. My love song.
What's your highest charting song right now that you got out?
So right now it's between a song called Rollin' that I have from my Medicine Girl album featuring SPM, and then a song called the Make You Mine song with King Little G.
I heard King Little G's hung like a fucking elephant, man.
I don't know about that. But
Rick told me that.
That's my boy. That's my homie. So King Little G, I have a history with King Little G.
Yeah.
When he first started coming up, like, I was touring with him.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to King Little G, man.
Yeah,
That's my G,
and
right
I
there.
saw him grow, and
Love
I
you,
saw
my
him.
boy. Come back, fool.
I love G too. Like, we've
He's
always.
a smooth ass little motherfucker, man. That motherfucker's smooth as shit.
Yes.
And he's a boss
Salute to
too,
the
because he
homie.
got
Yes.
nothing but solid homies
I
around
respect him
And he's
to
just
the
like,
fullest.
and I respect his demeanor as a man and as a person and his business thing and his boy. Fucking Tommy, come on, help me out one time. Anyways,
Crypto.
Yeah, Crypto.
Hey, that's my boy too. That's my boy. Crypto. Shout out to Crypto.
I was only remembering by his first name.
Crypto
and shit.
engineered.
Crypto's my dog.
Crypto
you know what I mean?
engineered some stuff for me. He produced some shit for me. Yeah.
And even when Crypto got busted on that little King Little G thing and shit,
Solid.
You know your boy dropped him some ducats and motherfucking
Crypto's
little
solid,
card, you know what I
man.
mean? Like, I made sure that I didn't forget about that dude. But
shout out to Crypto and King Little G, man.
Hey, is Crypto a cool motherfucker or what? Dude.
I haven't seen him forever. Crypto, if you watching this, shout out to you, bro. Like,
that dude is fucking just like, he is one of the coolest cats that I've met, man. And it made sense that he was in King Little G's camp, and he's a very, very key ingredient in regards to fucking King Little G blasting off and what King Little G has done. So me
to
and
be
Crypto,
part of that was wonderful, dude. Like, wonderful.
Yeah.
The AK-47 boys. That's
Yeah.
the one. That's the mixtape that I got on that. Where he blew up.
Yeah.
And like, that's where I met Reverie too. Shout out to Reverie. We met at the studio. We were both in there for his album, and that's where we met.
Well, Reverie's from our neighborhood.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Shout out to her, man. I just seen her recently, but
she's killing it right now.
Yes, she is, and I got a lot of respect for her.
Pictures. She's on fucking overseas
coming
she's doing big crowds.
International. Hell yeah.
Player with a passport.
I love that.
Let's go Highland Park. Stand the fuck up, baby.
So yeah, like I mean, just that shit over here, like. A lot of good memories, a lot of good things that came out of this, and like I said, that's one of my highest charting songs to this day. And MC Magic's on the song too. Shout out to MC Magic, a mentor to me, has been a huge mentor to me.
I want to hang up a pair of his foil pants on the wall right here because he'd be wearing those foil pants, and I want to put them on the wall and shit. No, just because the internet be fucked up sometimes. Hey, but check it out, Pop. Let me do that real quick.
Yeah.
You said everything wasn't peaches and cream, right?
No
relationship was peaches and cream, but you know what? I want to give
it's
a
not.
shout.
But a prison relationship is definitely not.
I want to tell this. I want to say this to these ladies, these ladies, these women that are out there that are holding homies down right now.
Salute to you.
Salute to you, beautiful women.
Facts.
You beautiful queens. I don't give a fuck if you black. I'm talking about everybody. Black, white, Mexicana, Latina, Asian. You know what I mean? Hungarian.
Salute.
Yeah, salute to you, Armenian,
holding
baby.
Everybody down in jail.
That shit's tight, and there be fools that ain't never done no prison time, and they be hating on females that do that shit, and it's like, bro, get the fuck out of here, dog. Stop being a hater. I've seen a couple cats believe comments like, dumbass broads fucking holding down these fools. Get the fuck out of here. And so
people find love in different places and in different ways.
And love isn't always a contact sport.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
Like, dude, what you can do with words into the mind and just fucking make a connection through just like, man. And if you lose your female from a dude that's in prison, homie, you need to go back to school or something. Real shit. But I want to say this, though, back to you. You said it wasn't peaches and cream. Of course, a relationship like that is not going to be peaches and cream because
especially out of prison.
There's going to be fucking hard times when you need that dude or vice versa, right? You know what I mean? I'm speaking in general right now that hard times where you need the physical, being of the person, not just the fucking voice and the frequency coming through the telephone line or through the phone, the visit in prison.
There's a song called The Last Chair Violinist that talks about that a lot.
Wow. That
talks about, not with me, but I'm saying in general, that kind of relationship, having that is like describing that life, like with holidays. Holidays, man.
Holidays, right?
The holidays are the hardest.
What's one of your favorite holidays?
Christmas. Because I get to sing.
You get to sing? What songs do you sing during Christmas?
I like Christmas carols. So
can you sing one?
Because I can go Carolyn because my name's Carolyn.
Can you sing one for us?
Can we get one?
I don't know. Which one should I sing?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. No. Oh.
And I spilled the wine.
Whoa.
You're good, love. You're good. Don't worry about that.
Sing your best one. Sing the one you love the most.
Which one?
Hold on.
Which one did I do?
Which one you like the most?
Bring that over here.
I don't know. You have to tell me.
How can I tell you what you love the most?
No, but I'm saying I like all Christmas songs. I don't have a favorite. No, I don't have a favorite, yo.
Droopy the most right now. No, I'm just playing.
No, I don't have a favorite is what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
When it comes to Christmas songs, I don't know.
It's all good. Let's skip that
subject. Have a holly jolly Christmas.
Okay.
And in case you didn't hear, oh my golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. I don't know.
Hey, there we go. You got a beautiful voice.
Salute.
Yeah. I mean,
it's so weird singing that in July.
I mean, on Hood Stocks, it's probably first. I mean, let's go.
But I have a hood Christmas song. It's called This Hood Christmas. And it talks about crackheads and jackers and hell yeah. It's called This Hood Christmas. It's on YouTube.
Right.
The crackheads will be smoking this year. Right. How does it go?
I did the 12 Days of Christmas. And that's how I did it. Yeah.
12 days of motherfucking.
I'm gonna check it out on the way home.
Yeah. Y'all gotta check it out.
Check it out.
It's called This Hood Christmas. I mean, it's perfect for the hood stocks, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So back to what I was
before my spillage.
Yeah, before your spillage. Before I was asking you, we talk about these relationships. I gave love to the females that are holding dudes down, and salute to you for being strong and understanding. You were strong for 5 years.
Shout out to all the prison wives out there.
Yeah.
Facts.
The prison wives who hold their men down, like, you know, I have a song coming out like that. It's called Prison Wife. It's gonna come out soon, and that's because, like, you know, nobody has really done a song like representing the prison wives.
Salute, Killa
And I know what they
Kush.
go through. I knew what they go through. I don't anymore, but I used to, and it was a lot. You know what I'm saying? So
you came to a point with SPM where, you know what, this isn't like, it's getting a little rough. It's not peaches and cream, and now it's motherfucking sour dumplings and motherfucking whoopie-whoop-whoops. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I'm just saying, I'm throwing some shit out there. And it kind of got a little fucked up and rocky and shit. So you came to a point where you got a divorce. Did you get the actual divorce? I mean, how does that work?
yeah, but the thing is got in trouble, so that's why
Oh, you got caught up?
we got in trouble.
You got caught up within the system with him.
Yeah, we got in trouble.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
That's
cool.
what caused it.
And so now you're
that's what
fake.
started it.
So was it a criminal thing type of thing?
No.
I mean, did
not
you catch
exactly.
a case? Did you catch a case? Is what I'm
No.
saying. No. Okay. Okay. You got in trouble in a different sense.
Yeah, I just got kicked out. So
Kicked out.
couldn't go back.
You couldn't go
visit.
back.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, that's a perfect thing to like. Oh damn, I'm banned from going and seeing you, bro. Like, what are we gonna do from here, right?
That started the decline. Yeah.
That started the decline, and so now we're having rough conversations through the phone. I mean, the shit is rocky.
Now we're getting accused of selling edibles to minors. You know.
It goes bad.
I think I heard something about that a long
Yeah.
time ago. I mean, I'm telling you, man, I am so out the loop of the bullshit, and it may not be
And
bullshit to you
it's
guys.
good. It's
I know,
good because
dude.
it is bullshit.
Well,
it is bullshit.
Caroline,
it's a
I'll
bunch
tell you,
of bullshit.
I'll tell you this right now. I don't watch none of those fucking, like, there's a lot of channels right now that just gossip all day long. And to this day, for months, I don't watch none of those motherfuckers. Once in a while, I get entertained by it. You know what I mean? And I tap in and just hear the latest cheese man shit.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's just not like that. To me, that's not what I want to consume my soul, my mind with. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I need
It's trash.
because
It's trash.
because it's not going to help me move forward. And I'm not trying to shit on these other channels that do that shit, but I'm just saying, for me and my mental space, dealing with so much already and shit, I mean, that shit's just frivolous fucking bullshit. You know
Well,
what I mean?
here's the deal.
But it's entertaining as shit.
It is
Everybody
entertaining.
got a lane.
On one
Everybody got
end,
a
it's
lane.
entertaining, and on the other end, you know, you don't think about the person that like
You're shitting on.
that you're shitting on.
Yeah.
But if they're in the public eye and they're out there and shit, you know what I mean, and then you're in there too, right? You know what I mean? Because the only way that it can affect you is if you're tapped into the shit, and that's if you got an Instagram, if you're part of the entertainment world, the social media world,
Yeah.
and it's gonna affect you 100%.
Yeah.
But if you really wanted to get away from it and not hear none of it, you know what I mean? You just like, hey dog, check it out. Hey, take care of this shit for me. Blah blah blah. I'm just gonna fucking make music and push it out, because there's artists that do that. I think like Kendrick Lamar is one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's artists that don't touch social media, and they're the biggest in this fucking world, dude. They're the biggest in the world, and they have people but
They
then
do it for them.
Yeah, but Snoop Dogg, Joe Rogan did an interview with Snoop Dogg, and Joe Rogan clowned him not clowned him, but he always like, bro, what the damn, bro, you got a lot going on, because Snoop Dogg had like 4 phones right there, and the whole time that he was doing the interview with Joe Rogan, he was just like tapping into those phones. So that's telling you right there that he's taking care of business, but he is in charge of his social media shit. You know what I mean? Like, he is actually seeing the comments, and that's a different thing too, because sometimes you need to be in touch of what's going on. But if you're getting backlash from something that you were never convicted of and shit, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to take care of your own mental health. Yeah, has there ever been points in your life where you just said, you know, this is too heavy for me? Like, this is some bullshit right here. Like, I ain't that dude. I am me. Know me for who the fuck I am. You know what I mean? That you had to detach yourself at times from social media, or how did you deal with that?
It's not easy to detach yourself from social media when you have to run your social media for your business, right?
To make money, right?
To make money.
Yeah.
And I still have to answer those DMs, how much for a feature. I still have to answer those DMs, how much for the show. I still have to do my business because I survive off of touring and features, right? So I have to keep checking social media, unfortunately. But I you know, thankfully I have like my best friend Athena, like shout out to her, my manager Athena, she was there for me, because, like it was a lot. It was a lot. People like threatening your life, really. It's like threatening your life over and threatening like your family over.
Who's Athena? I don't know who
Athena. She's my best friend and manager.
And she
shout out to Athena.
And she was what?
She was basically like my my psychiatrist, my psychologist. She was the one person who like kept my mental health, like kept me from having like,
That's a support system.
A
right?
complete breakdown. Yeah.
Because it got that heavy in regards to not who you are, but who someone else is.
Because she knew what was really going on. She was there. She's been there through the whole thing. She knows what it really is, and she's like, "This is fucked up. Like, how could how could someone do that to you? Like someone that I've watched you put up with so much. I've watched you hold this person down, and then, you know what I'm saying? And like for them to do this, and then for people to believe that shit, of course they're gonna believe it, and then to like threaten you over like nothing, literally nothing, like what the, you know what I mean?
So are you saying that it was backlash in the sense of what SPM did to you at one point?
What didn't he put that shit out there? It was like very.
So this is how ignorant I am to this shit.
Yeah.
And I think I heard a little bit about it, but he publicly disassociated himself from you because something about you and edibles to a minor. Is that what it was?
Yes, but it was really because I was smoking weed. And he even said it. It was because I was smoking weed, and he didn't want a woman who smoked weed.
So he was very controlling.
I was lying.
He was very controlling while he was in there with you.
Well, when it came to the smoking weed,
But what's wrong with smoking weed? Because Dope House Records was potentially maybe getting ready for crack.
You sound like, you're joined the fucking millions of people that.
Okay,
you feel me?
Let's leave it.
Yeah, let's just leave it at that. But anyway, so moving on from that situation.
Yeah.
That was a tough situation for me to deal with, and that was kind of like the decline of that. So that's when I decided, like I'm gonna have to just really like detach myself because this is hurtful to my character, like from everything that I've helped build and not gotten credit for. On top of that, as far as producer, production, arrangement, edits, all the behind the scenes stuff that I did that I didn't get the credit for, and I wasn't tripping at the time, but now it's like, okay, you know what I mean? Like it just kind of like snapped to me where it's like, nah, man, like I gotta detach myself from this because this isn't right. Like I don't deserve that. You know what I mean? Like I don't deserve to have my character torn apart like that. And just because somebody says something on social media, just because they said it on YouTube doesn't mean it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just automatically believe that it's true because it was said on social. Like what the fuck world are we living in? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like it just.
There's some shit going around about me right now saying that I shot a fucking firecracker out my ass. And I mean, that is completely bullshit. You know what I mean?
We've seen it on social media, bro.
Bro, it's not true, bro. That wasn't me, bro.
That was
There's some fool that looks like me that shot a fucking bottle rocket out his asshole. You know what I mean? And right now they're on me about that shit.
Some of the stuff on social media about Lucky is true.
See? There you go. No, I'm saying but people, it opened up the doors for other people to go on there and start saying random shit on me. Yeah. And so then I'm looking on YouTube and I'm trying to show people I'm trying to show fans my music. They're like, what's your YouTube? Because I got my tour bus. We're on tour. They're like, oh, I want to see it. And then I start seeing all this bullshit and it's like, I can't even get to my music. What? Yeah. YouTube is supposed to be your music. Damn. What is this?
Let's go.
I have a catalog. You know what I'm saying? This. I have a catalog. I have 10 albums, 2 Screwed and Shop, 10 regular albums, hundreds of songs, hundreds of collaborations, millions of streams on all platforms on my songs. You know what I'm saying? Like what
the fuck?
Yeah, like why are we all of a sudden it just takes that one thing.
So why
just that one thing on
BS?
YouTube.
Yeah.
To like
people get focused on BS.
That's a complete lie.
Yeah.
Well, people are attracted to drama. They like to believe
the truth is not popular.
They like. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not.
It's not.
they like, man, that shit is just like, it's fun to hear. Like, oh shit, is that right? Oh fuck it, it sounds about right. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Matter of fact, they're already and speak about like Latino audience compared to black audience. You know what I mean? Who are you getting the backlash from? And then with that said, like obviously we know there's different dynamics in regards to those audience, but obviously I would say you're getting from the Latino audience, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And
definitely.
And so
I mean, Mexican heaven, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I'm Mexican heaven, you know what I mean?
Are you?
Yes, I'm the one that sings Mexican heaven, so it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Soy la melodía del barrio. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hood melody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm playing in all the fucking speakers in all the fucking hoods. Like, it's like you hear my voice, and I've been representing for years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But one little thing like that on YouTube, and all of a sudden it's like.
So how would you like to?
Did you forget all those years of like all those 20 years I put in like? Literally put my life into this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
I want to do this to you, and this is what I'm going to do to you in the sense of this, right? The sense of what you're talking about. So right now, we have about 800 people tapped into this live, okay?
Hi, guys.
Yeah, and like, subscribe, and all that shit, and thank you guys for spending your Friday night with us. Yeah, absolutely. But I want to say this, you know what I mean? There's people here that are watching and not supporting.
Of course,
and that comes with...
That comes with it.
That comes with the territory. So for the people that are watching and still got the notepad out, taking note, waiting for you to slip up and say something crazy, waiting for Lucky to fucking just really put you in a fucking awkward situation and you not be able to handle that. And I want to salute you for being able to handle all this stuff, you know what I mean? Because when it comes to Lucky Sun Tzu right here and my boy Rick's and Hoodstocks in a whole, I mean, we want to give a person a fair shake. And sometimes we don't do that, but since we got Carolyn, a woman, right? Like, dude, we're gonna be easy on this shit, but at the same time be firm, you know what I mean, and be respectful, you know. Yeah. But so sorry for being long-winded, but for the people that are not here to support, and there are some of these people that are making some of these posts that are flooding your algorithm so people can't get to your song, what would you like to say to them?
I mean, you know, I learned a lot, like with age and with experience comes wisdom, right? And so I've been in this game. I'm certified OG in this motherfucker, 20 years. So I'm a veteran. I've been through the different stages of the business. You know what I mean? And so when it comes to that, it's like I learned to appreciate that because it still made me who I am right now. Like it built me. So
you're talking to the haters right now. Like, so I appreciate you.
When it comes to the what doesn't kill you make you stronger type of thing, yeah, it did. Because either I was gonna like die and just be done, or I was gonna push harder. Like, you know, I was gonna come with more heat, more shit, and it just like it had to be one or the other, you know. Sink or swim.
If you can do this again.
I'm a swimmer, yo.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like,
salute you on that.
I'm a swimmer.
You're a swimmer. Sink or swim. If you can do it again, I mean, would you choose a different path and road? But you don't ever know. You can't predict the future.
You can't.
Yeah,
it's
you
tough.
can't predict the future. So and we.
I wouldn't take it back though, man. Like,
this is what it is. This is who made the person that's sitting across from me right now.
Like that's what I'm saying. Right. It's what made me. So I can't take any of that back. But I can say that like I'm never gonna deprive the fans of like the classic stuff, like the Mexican Heaven and the Dope House Family song and all that stuff in these streets. Man, like I put my soul into those things just as much. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm never gonna deprive the fans of that. Like when I go to do the shows, I'm still gonna do those songs to show my homage and pay homage and stuff like that. But I also have my own catalog and own, you know, like decade and a half of stuff that the fans know me for too, like other collaborations.
You know what's crazy? When I was in San Antonio, Texas, I was able to sit and have an interview with one of the first singers of Cumbia Kings. His name is DJ Kane.
Oh yeah, shout out to DJ Kane. He's cool. Good people.
Yeah, no, he is good people, and he was so crazy because I 100% judged the dude coming into the podcast because I was out there in San Antonio, Texas at La Conecta. I'm by there with myself. Danny had to go and do the Mexican OT shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But anyways.
Shout out to Mexican OT.
That dude,
salute,
that dude's killing it. But anyways, that DJ Kane came in and he just had like a little funky style. I was like, damn, this food. Like, okay, I'll see what it is. You know what I mean? And sometimes we do that as people, human beings, would judge a person before sitting down and talking with them. And I sat down with him, and it was one of my greatest interviews in the sense of like I really enjoyed his company. I enjoyed his words, you know what I mean? And we talked about because I felt a little bit of obligation to bring that up from time to time. And I think I only did it that time with him. Mm-hmm. But he said that basically with SPM, like he said what you said in the sense of what the fans feel, that it's bullshit. And he said that no matter what stage he's on in Texas, there's going to always be love, or he'll always give love to SPM and shit, you know what I mean? But he's, on the contrary, he still said, but if this is what it is, then I don't stand with that shit, right. You know? But, you know, it's just a different vibration. And, you know, that shows you so much in regards to Texas, you know what I mean? In regards to Texas, of how much they love and support that dude. Like, even if they believe it, they don't want to believe it. Even if, like, true or not, you feel me? But anyways, I want to get away from that. And so now you got the divorce, and now you're moving forward. You're going to California. You're doing all these collaborations. You know, you still pay your homage, right, mm-hmm. to the roots and what, you know, what got you to a point. I mean, how has been your music career since?
I don't know. Like it's a kind of like just luckily I'm still here doing what I love, and I'm still doing shows, and I'm still on my bus. But you know, the fans, you know, you can tell they're a little lost sometimes. You know, and they're just looking. They want something to believe in. You know what I'm saying? That's like that's bottom
music,
line,
right?
Yeah,
that's music.
And it's like you had this leader that you looked up to, like a god, you know what I'm saying, and looked up to, and you're awaiting their release and everything, and it's like you had somebody that was representing them. They're no longer that representation of them directly, but at the same time you still are to the fans, because that's what they know you for. See what I'm saying? So it's like they have this, it's just kind of like this bittersweet thing, you know, with the fans. I don't know how to describe it.
Which kind of sucks sometimes, huh?
Yeah, because I wouldn't be shit without them either. So, you know what I mean? And you still would be nothing without them.
And you still have relationship with the whole Dope House Records.
With the fam?
Yeah.
With the guys? Yeah, for sure. Those are my brothers. All my brothers.
And they're still doing their
thing. Shout out to Juan Gotti, Lil G.
Tell me a little about
Bash.
Juan Gotti, because I've heard his name since
bro.
like 90s, dude. Like 90s. Tell me about that dude.
We just released our song too. Shots Fired. So yeah, go check that out. Shots Fired on YouTube. Yeah, me and Juan been doing music forever. He was the first artist at Dope House that I did a feature for, and he made me quit my job and put me on the road. Like, see, you're gonna quit. He's like, you're gonna go on the road. And I was like, for real? He's like, yep, I'm going to call you one day and you're going to quit. And he did. He called me one day. I quit my job. Went on the road with him. I even managed him for a little stint. We went everywhere together. We went to the Latin Billboard Awards together in Miami. I mean,
How was that?
Gotti was hitting at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's a big name.
He's a beast, man. Yeah, they underestimate that boy. They always have.
Well, you know what? Regardless of me being connected with that whole Texas and everything, the Dope House, you know what I mean? Like, we always knew SPM off this side of town since the 90s type of shit. You feel me? And but I always, like, Juan Gotti was on that dude's OG songs and shit. So we always knew the name of Juan Gotti.
That's
you know?
Right.
But I mean, he's a good guy. Like, what kind of temperament does he have?
Oh, he's great. He's chill as fuck.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
People, they see him because he's a big, he's a tall, bald, tatted up Mexican. How tall is the dude? He's tall. He's 6 foot something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty tall, but like they're like, I'm like, no, like, bro, he's chill as fuck. Gotti's just real laid back. He's real cool. We've been making music together for 20 years already, and it's great. We did a whole album together called Dope La Familia back in 2011. So I mean, shit, we've been touring together. I mean, that's like my big brother. Lived together on the road, slept in the vans and the cars and gas
That's
stations and
crazy.
shit too. So
What is one of your greatest moments in doing music?
oh man, greatest moments in doing music.
And it can be maybe an artist that you link up with that you always want to link up with, or maybe just an interaction of being able to be a fly on the wall in a studio or something, right? You know?
I don't know what to say my greatest moment in music is, but when you said being able to link up with an artist, it took me to Be Legit, because I got to do a record with Be Legit last year.
And dude's out of the Bay Area,
Fire.
right? Yeah.
And I was a fan of E40 and the Click and Be Legit, and I'm like,
Let's go, right?
I'm like, what? You want me on a chorus? And then he said I could write it, and I was like, I get to write it too. Oh, okay. So that was like a very like it was a great
moment. So you
Yeah.
actually went in the studio and recorded with him.
No, I sent it to him.
Because that's the kind of a way that people do it,
Mm-hmm.
especially when they're from state to state, right?
But it was great to have his support, and then him tell me, and then it did so well, like the song, like, and then people started to say, hey man, I know you doing a song. People like, yeah man. And then also Devin the Dude, that would be another great musical moment, having Devin the
big.
Dude on
Texas,
Doing My
right?
Best. He's on one of my tracks, and he did the video. He actually shout out to Devin the Dude, and he came over to my apartments. That's a legend right there, to do the
Legend
song,
for sure.
Did
to do the video. So I was like, oh my god, this is Devin the Dude. Like,
That's big,
what
right?
was one of the worst moments of dealing with an artist?
oh god.
Can you speak on that and say a name?
Look at Lucky trying to clip it.
Dang, worst,
I don't always do this, but I'll do it right now, and it's up to you if you want to do it or not. And if
worst
you don't,
moments of dealing with an artist. I'm not going to say the name, but yeah, he was
where was he out of?
out of Houston.
Out of Houston, okay. I could have put money in that it would have been California, dog.
Right?
It'd be like, hey, Caroline,
He
what's
was
happening? I mean, you got Doritos over there? Let me
Pull
get-
up.
No, I was out of Houston. It was just like, oh man, like just
Are the homies respectful when he come out this way?
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's
I
what's
lived
up.
out here for 6 years, and
No, I know.
it was always love and respect. Always.
What is the level of respect when it comes to, say, a California, and especially being a woman, right, a female, and not only a woman and a female and a beautiful one, I'm saying in the sense of being an artist, because you are constantly in front of all these dudes with all these crazy egos. They think they're fucking number one, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
maybe some of them are, but what I'm just saying, like, it's a lot to deal with. And so what respect level do you get more with, in California or Texas?
I wouldn't say either one more than the other.
Okay.
No, it's just
Is it hard being a woman in the industry like this?
Oh yeah. Yes. Is it hard? Is it hard? Yes. It definitely is. You got to be really out of your mind to be a woman in this shit. Like, you got to be out your mind to deal with it, because it's like, it's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot. You're being judged from the second they see you. You're being like underestimated and you know what I'm saying? Like, from the second you're seen. And that's just the way it is.
Was just because people don't come in looking immediately at your talent, right?
But
They're looking
I
at
also
you for other ways, right?
Yeah, but I also know what doesn't help is the hoes.
Yeah,
They don't help the situation.
yeah.
They're you know what I'm saying?
Because the hoes are painting a picture on every female.
Right. But
Okay.
I know that they're necessary. I don't knock the hoes.
Pussy is
Yeah.
necessary.
I know that the hoes need to be around, okay?
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't have any problems. But I'm just saying, like, that's also like what you know what I'm
Doesn't
saying?
make
And
it
it's kind of
easy,
like,
right?
man, nah, like, I'm not on that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to, like,
I'm here on
I
some
just want you to feel
professional.
me. I just want you to feel me. What's in my heart? What I'm singing to you. You know what I mean? Or what I'm rapping to you. That's what I want you to do. That's my purpose.
But so I hear
Relating.
I hear you say that too. I hear you say that. But at the same time, when you walk into these rooms, I mean, obviously, sex appeal is a part of the game too, right? Like, you don't want to
Yeah.
look tore the fuck up. Like, you want to make sure your shit is straight and you looking fly.
That's true.
Right? You know what I
Yes.
mean? So at the same time,
Take care of myself.
Like, we know, like, as a woman, right? Woman that's raised in the jungle and done all them things, right? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? She already knows, like, shit, I'm a car salesman right here, shit, you know what I mean? I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna fucking have my motherfucking shit shellacked, you know what I mean? And no, but in the sense of just like, because dudes, beautiful women get more opportunity than ugly women.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, that sucks. Does that suck to say that?
I don't know what to say to that. Like, what should be my response?
But I mean, for the most part, it's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't just be sitting here and be fake and be like, oh no, it's not true.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
But at the same time, BBLs have come and saved the day, because I see some fucking like some gorillas, you know what I mean, with some
Yeah.
BBLs, and it doesn't matter, because you're still a gorilla, you know what I mean?
See.
And I don't care if you put a bigger fucking caboose on that gorilla, that is still a fucking silverback gorilla, and you can't take the width out your back. I mean, no? Okay. Anyways, I apologize about that.
I was just picturing, huh?
That was lucky.
Huh?
That was
I was trying to get the measurements.
yeah.
The width, yeah.
Square footage?
Classic
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah. And so, anyways, this has been...
We got 800 people viewing.
Oh, I said I was going to open up the phone lines. Did you want to get the phone lines or no?
Are you down with that?
Not really.
No.
Yeah. Let's leave it. Let's do
Yeah, it's
this.
cool if you ain't.
Unless it's a song request.
A lot of people go
Then I'll
crazy.
sing live.
You
If it's
sing
a song
live?
request, I'll sing live. Yeah.
There it is there. Let's
what we
do that.
got? What's the song request?
Hold on,
That's
real
what
quick.
we'll take.
Let me put this on, because I thought I pinned it.
I'll bust
and I
a
didn't
cappella
pin it.
for you. I'll do that.
Yeah. Do you want to shout anything out?
Yeah, like again, shout out to Rod. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my boy Rod
out
out
to
of
Rod,
Houston, baby.
yes.
Let's go, dog.
Let's go.
Shout out to, of course, Athena, manager Athena, Mexican Connected, G Love, Bird. Y'all know what it is.
Want to plug anything coming up?
Yes, Shots Fired just dropped. The song Me and Juan Gotti. Shout out to Juan Gotti, Low G, Bash, Dope House Fam. You know what I'm saying? Mo Hustle. Shout out to Mo Hustle, Manuel.
That's right.
Yeah, my people.
Anybody calling in disrespectful, we cutting you off, just so you know it.
Yeah, off the top,
Facts.
though. That's always easy. And you're calling no caller ID, so you're not going to get answered either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to Glendale.
I don't know the sense in calling no caller
So
ID.
just call in with what'd you say, song requests or what'd
Yeah, if you have a
say?
song request.
Yeah, like she'll put it out there. You know what I mean? Show some love, man. This was a good
Yeah.
pod. You
No,
know
this
what I
was
mean?
this was good. This was
podcast.
good too, and I got a little
You know
bit
what I
of twisted up.
Yeah.
But I appreciate your, your patience and just chilling
Yeah,
and shit. This is what we
showing
do
love.
right here. Absolutely, you know what I mean?
I just wanted people to know that shit. There's another side to things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's another side. There's other sides to it. Like there's multiple sides to what I've done. Like over the years, it's not just what I'm saying. It's not just
There's
singing or being somebody's singer or being somebody's ex-wife or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I put my work in for so long. You know what I mean?
There-
And it's like
You've been able to live off this
and I've been
shit,
able
too.
to live off of it and thank God. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for that, because God's what gave you the talent, and also God's what gave you whatever the DNA came from and the hustle and shit, because that's 90% of it, right?
Yeah.
Talent's only 10%.
Well, I mean, there's multiple layers to everybody, and I mean, I think you got to show another part of yourself that everybody doesn't always focus on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, not everybody focuses on this or that.
Yeah,
So
that's
it
true.
was good to show like who you are. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah. So that was cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. And like I said, y'all want a chorus, you want whatever,
Yeah.
just tell me
Is
which
there
one.
anybody else you want to show any love to and
Oh man.
shout out or anything like that?
Yeah, let's see what else we got going on. Let's see.
We got 800 people in the chat.
800
right now,
people.
so
Shout
there's
out to all
people
800
tapping in.
people
Yeah.
that are tapping in. Shout out to all the day
Facts.
ones, everybody that's known me through the struggles,
Yeah.
since Medicine Girl days. Shout out to everybody who doesn't know, but y'all about to find out. You
Right.
should just go check out the music, because I have a whole ass catalog, and You know, I have
You
a lot
got
of history.
Anything coming up in the
Oh,
near
actually,
future?
Cap Summit. I'm sorry. I'm performing at
Yeah.
Cap Summit in Santa Ana at the Yost,
Okay.
August 3rd.
Here we
Tripping.
go.
Hey,
Here we
what's up,
go.
y'all? Hood Stocks, talk to us, baby.
And you're invited, by the
Hey,
way.
what's up?
That's right.
What's up, my G? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, my name is Max. I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
What up, my G? Talk to us.
What up? What up? Yeah, hey, Carolyn, I want to say thank you for coming on the show tonight, and I love your music.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Hey, yeah,
I did
thank
a show in
you.
Atlanta like in 2018. So shout out to you over there. In ATL.
Well, I'm not from Atlanta. I'm from LA, but I live out
For
here
real?
now.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah.
Salute,
Yeah, that's
salute.
right.
Appreciate the love and support always, man.
What's love, brother?
Hey, yeah, that's right. Hey, Lucky,
Yes,
I
sir.
got one question for you.
Oh, go ahead, shoot it, baby.
Can I get a moment of your time?
Can I get a moment of your time?
Okay.
Hey, let's
Not
go.
for real though. When you gonna have Ryder G on?
I don't even know if that dude's good to come on here, bro. He gotta pass the motherfucking, you know what I mean? Whoop de whoop whoop.
Why
you know what I
not?
mean?
Let's say why not? Why not?
I don't know.
Program time.
Because
I
it's
bet you he could do
homies.
more burpees than you.
It's his homies saying he, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
It's his homies, bro.
Well, go on the interview. Let him come on the show and let him speak his point.
Yeah, you know, maybe, bro. Maybe, bro. And you know what I mean? At the same
Hey.
time, bro. Where you from again, bro?
I'm from LA. I'm from Paramount.
Paramount.
Salute.
I live in
Salute.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Salute to Paramount, baby.
Are you from a hood?
Right?
Nah, homie, nah. Don't even trip.
Okay, yeah. So you a little out of whack
Yeah.
of what's really going on then, huh?
What?
I say you're a little out of whack
sometimes-
of what's really going on.
Nah. I remember. Hey, you know what, Lucky? I was with you in the 800s in Wayside.
Okay, well say
Okay.
that then,
Remember
bro.
when we did the Southside spread? You didn't even want to give up the hot pickle.
Damn.
I didn't wanna
fucking
give-
lucky,
Damn, you was acting all scandalous with the hot pickle. Don't think I forgot, Lucky.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? So you're telling me that you couldn't get your eyes off my hot pickle, bro? Is that what you're saying, bro?
Nah, you didn't want to donate to the Southside spread. You was acting all greedy.
Damn, lucky dog.
You know, bro, now I know you're more full of shit, bro.
Ah, come on, that's it.
Now I know you're more full of shit, dog. What else? You got any
800.
more?
We was in Wayside. We was in 823.
In what year?
Had to be 2000. 18, I think. No.
Damn,
2015.
come on, dog.
Nah, bro, I wasn't in the president.
2015.
That was the wrong lucky,
I wasn't.
dog.
Yeah, bro. So you're talking out your ass again, bro. And I just
all right.
want to let you walk off the deep end and jump off, and you just threw yourself off the edge, bro. Do you have any more bullshit to say?
Yeah. Hey, Carolyn, I like that song that you did. Back all the songs that you did,
You're
you go
stupid,
hard
bro.
on
Get the
all the
fuck outta
songs.
here. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us. You dumb motherfuckers. Don't play with me.
Hey, Francis, I'm calling from Stockton. Hey, yo,
Salute-
Carolyn,
salute
I
to
want you to
Stockton.
sing that. I want you to sing that verse from Southside 2.0. That's a jam right there,
Take
man.
two to the head and pass it
Bump it out
back. Dope us before we laugh at that. I'm trying to remember the rest of
She
it.
could really sing.
Chit chatter ain't
Let's go,
chit chatter.
Caroline.
I haven't performed that song. I'm trying to remember it.
Salute,
Blessing as money
salute.
come from 20 different avenues. Switch the
There
legs.
you go.
After that, some bitch you ain't got a clue. What's that? Astros. Fuck. I'm Dynamo. I can't remember anymore. Damn it. I'm a Southsider, hater, heartbreaker. I remember the hook.
You got such a beautiful
Hang on
voice.
4 tires, 9 to the laser.
Hey, since do we have each other's number yet? Because I'm gonna say sometimes when I go to sleep, I like to hear music. And then if I called you, would you just sing me a little? No, I'm just playing.
I will direct you to Athena, the management. She can arrange that.
She's saying I gotta pay for that. Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Lucky.
Huh?
Next phone call. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up? Lucky's Jamador.
Oh, what up, my G?
What's up, Jamador?
Yeah, we got you on the
Hey,
schedule,
what's
baby.
up?
What's cracking,
How you
dog?
doing? Nah, I just right here saying what's up to Carolyn. You know, I was with her not too long ago.
Yeah, he was supposed to come through tonight, but
Oh, was he
I
gonna
know.
come through?
Yeah,
he was gonna
What
come with
happened?
me. But I gave him the address too late. I didn't see the message till too late. Gave him the address, and it was already. I was like, oh shit.
I got
we're
you
gonna
on the
start.
calendar. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Hell yeah.
Hell
That's the
yeah.
right
Shit.
there.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Norwalk.
A ver,
Hey,
una
let me,
canción,
hey,
Carolyn.
hey, let me get it right. Norwalk
Gracias.
Parkside.
Saludos.
Homie, don't play with it, dog.
Whoa.
That's right.
I was
Norwalk
just with
Parkside. That's
I was just
right.
with them in the hood and shit.
Oh, yeah? He was at my video.
Yeah.
He was in the video that I just dropped with Juan Gotti, the Shots Fired.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Jamador was in the video.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't know.
right. Salute.
I didn't know J.M. Moore was that big of a fucking SPM fan.
Stop.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm just fucking with you, dog.
Salute.
We're
salute,
keeping
my
it
boy.
Carolyn right now. We're keeping it Carolyn.
Yeah, all
Hey,
Carolyn.
I was thinking.
Keep it
I
caro.
was even thinking for Juan. I was thinking for Juan Gotti, and he was
Oh,
like,
that's
"Damn,
right.
bro, you got down."
Yeah, you were dope. I heard you. I was in the bathroom getting ready, but I heard you singing.
Oh yeah. All right. Well,
That night.
you guys have a good night, and I'm right here. If you guys need anything.
Igual, saludos.
Appreciate you, my
All
boy.
the time.
Shout
baby.
out
This is your homie right
Jamador.
here.
That's
Yeah.
the homie.
Yeah.
Shout out to
I got him on the
Pamps.
calendar, bro. He's coming up.
Shout out
bro.
to Pamps
he's
too,
a
the
beast,
videographer.
bro.
Yeah.
Salute.
Yes,
Hey,
and my
yo.
artwork guy for the past 10 years, Pamps.
Yo,
boy.
lucky.
Hey, bro. What, bro? What the fuck do you want, dog? Is this
Hey,
your energy?
who the fuck is Caroline?
Whoa.
Bro, well, check it out, brother. I'll tell you the fuck
Isn't it
Caroline is.
Carolyn Rodriguez?
It's Carolyn, yeah. Yes, Carolyn Rodriguez.
Oh, I'm saying
yeah.
it wrong?
He was saying
Caroline?
because you were saying Caroline, yeah.
Oh, well,
Thank you for the
damn, bro.
correction. I
You know,
appreciate
my
Hey,
bad, bro.
hey,
My bad,
Carolyn.
fucking Herbert.
Thank you
hey,
so much.
Caroline.
Hey, what up?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. The first song that I heard from you was Mexican Heaven.
Ah, yeah.
The vocals on that shit was fucking crazy, yo.
Damn.
Who did the production on it? Like,
I spoke to the Reverend
yeah.
to see if he'd say that Mexicans could go to heaven when I grow old. Though I know this life is a blessing, I wanna know, is there a Mexican heaven, Lord?
Damn, I hate to do it.
Hey,
bro.
hey,
You know
hey,
that shit
hey,
go
Lucky.
hard, dog.
Yo, Lucky.
Man, I'm gonna get shit on. They gonna be like,
Lucky.
Lucky.
I've been doing that for my Raza for years, man.
Dude, that
Shit.
shit,
Hey,
bro,
who-
you know the
Hey,
song,
tell me who's putting
motherfuckers.
out bangers like Dope House.
What's that? Who? Bro, like, you know what? I won't ever have that conversation because I had that conversation off camera, bro. And if this dude would have not fucking cut that dumb shit, you know what I mean? He would be crowned the king. Sorry, you know what I mean?
Caroline doing it, though.
Move forward though. Yeah, Caroline's doing her thing. But if he would have
Yeah.
not caught that case, that dude been doing it too long and at a crazy level. But anyways, next phone call. Let's go.
Carolyn.
You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Yo, this Boss Gang 21.
Fuck
What up,
you,
Lex?
fool. What's up, bro? Last time, fool, you wanted to kiss me in my mouth. Is it true, fool?
Whoa.
Nah, man.
Okay, go ahead. What's your question, fool?
I just want to say free SPM, man. Free to Max.
Whoa.
You heard?
Okay, next phone call. Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us. I apologize. I mixed the
No, it's
wine
okay.
with the
It's
tequila.
okay.
I apologize. I never mix wine with
It's
tequila.
all right. It's
I got a
all
little fucked
love.
up,
It's
but
all
yeah.
love.
But I hope you're cool.
Ain't nothing but love over here.
There you go, love. I appreciate you. I got a little faded. Hey, you're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us. And then Rick is over there like sober as shit.
Whoa.
I think
you're
I need to
on-
relate to something.
Hey, ¿cómo andan? ¿Cómo andan, Big Lex? Carolyn, saludos.
Saludos. Ando
This
aquí.
is Sal. This is Sal from Sacramento.
Hey, what's
Salute-
up?
salute to
Saludos.
Sacra.
Big Lex. I just wanted to say my mom used to take me down to Highland Park when I was a child. She had a spiritual group. She's in this like hippie Latino group, but there was across from a church, like a Virgen Guadalupe church on York, right before you hit South Pasadena.
Okay.
Bridge area.
Yeah,
That's like a
yeah.
KFC
That's 64.
and a shoe
Yeah.
store.
No, that's
That's
64 in
60.
New York.
60.
No, that's 64.
Thank you, brother.
64?
Saludos.
Right,
And
right
you know, for me,
before the
being,
See, yeah.
yeah, right before the bridge.
By
Yeah.
Sapa
And I'm-
Squad. That's
I
actually
thank
Sapa
you.
Squad.
Yeah, San Pascual.
Lucky you never murdered me when I was 12 and 13 and 14 when I went down there.
He's trying, though, bro.
Bro,
He's
that is
trying.
not something I've ever done in my life, brother.
No, I'm joking, but I
Thank
just,
you.
you know, it's a connection. I don't know you, Lux. I never met you, but I just enjoy the podcast. Saludos, Carolyn.
You
You
know,
know,
it's crazy. Hold on real quick, brother. So you never met me, but you feel like you know me, right? We've known each other for a long time, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah. You know what, brother? And you know what? I respect that and I appreciate you so much, dog, for getting to know me, dog, and sitting here with me for so many hours. And sometimes if I'm doing
Yeah,
good,
it's been some hours.
yeah, and we're gonna end it right now. I know you got to go.
Send Lucky a DM. He's going to send me a
But
shirt,
anyways, hey, Appreciate your support, brother. Let's go.
Before you go, real quick,
Yeah.
Just from coming up from the north, SPM and that whole movement.
Northeast.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, it's all respeto. Me respetas, te respetan. It's like, it hit waves, Carolyn. That whole shit, Latino Velvet, the whole SPM Dope House was sold heavy up here. It moved numbers, weight, you know what I mean? And so to see you keep pushing it like that is absolute respect to you. I don't have it in my playlist like I was as a youngster.
Yeah.
I'm a father, you know what I mean? And so we'll see what's up. I have a question, Carolyn. Will he be paroled? Was it 2025? Will he be paroled or not?
I have no idea.
Okay. Órale.
Thank you so much.
Bien.
Oh, let me get the manager.
Gracias.
We got the
Mucho
manager.
respeto,
Rod.
y amor.
Hey, Rod, what's up, baby? Thank you, my boy. I love you, dog.
Hey, we on live right now or what?
We live, fool. You are live on Hoodstocks. Fucking Rod, manager.
Let me just do this real quick. I'm gonna give you your flowers, big homie. So, bro, Texas to Cali, bro. You're a piece of the puzzle. Me too. Carolyn, like we're doing the fucking thing, bro. I want people to understand that it's bigger than the bullshit, right? So it's about raza, you know what I'm saying? I'm Argentinian, bro, but I'm also half Mexican. I want to see our people eat, do good, bro. You're fucking doing your thing. Carolyn, I believe in you.
Thank you.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have done this.
Yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for plugging me in too.
Yeah, hey, so Rod made this happen,
That's
right?
right. He did. Shout out to Rod.
Salute.
He's a Rodriguez. What can I say?
Well, you know what it is at first, and Rod, thank you for calling. I love you, brother. Thank you for doing this, dog.
Yes.
And so at first, to be honest with you, Carolyn, sorry, motherfucker. We talked about it at first, and we sometimes you think about having. We were here in the streets right here, baby. We in East Los Angeles right now. You know what I mean? We in the motherland. You know what I mean? In the motherland.
Shout out to the motherland.
It is what it
LA,
is.
baby,
To
LA.
be embraced by here, like that meant everything to me. Like, yeah.
Let's go. And so we thought about it at first. You know what I mean? And I said, so when Rod hollered at me, I talked to my boys and shit, and of course I wanted to have you on, but sometimes you think about it and say, is it going to be really, really beneficial, or is she going to get too much fucking bullshit? I mean, risk and reward, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm sorry to tell you this, but at sometimes in certain platforms, you got to really analyze the risk and reward. But the more I thought about it, and the more I talked to Rod about it, shout out to Rod too, because me and Rod had a long conversation about you, dude. Like no bullshit. We had a long conversation, you know what I mean? Oof. And I want to make sure I know, because this is at the end of the day. It's important on both sides, you know what I mean? But anyways, when I talked to him about it and having you come and share your story, like it made sense, 1,000%. And since then till now, I'm so happy that we were able to just connect together and do this, because your story is important and it's valuable, you know what I mean? And it's just not a shadow of something else, you know what I mean? You are you. You're a beautiful spirit. You can sing like a motherfucking angel. Don't play with that shit. Go, no, what shit she was singing right now? God damn it, I want to take a nap, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, you are such an amazing talent. And I hope that this Hoodstocks episode right here gave you justice in the sense of some of the supporters that we have within the city, because we need these people to embrace a beautiful artist like yourself and help you just move forward in your life. I mean, this is what we do right here, and I hope the city got an understanding of Carolyn Rodriguez. Thank you so much.
Me too, because I love the city, and you know what I mean. Like I said, I'm really grateful that the city embraced me. So it's like, you know what I mean? I couldn't have made it here without it. So it's like, I appreciate all that. Like, it was all love from the moment I got here. Like, it was Pocos Pero Loco. They convinced me. They're like, you need to move here. They were like, you just keep coming out here and doing music with people. You should move out here. You fit in out here. You belong here. They convinced me. Like Javi Lopez, shout out to him. He convinced me. He's like, just move out here. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna move out here. I did. And it changed my life. And I always say that, like, in that song Real As They Come that I have, I say, Houston made me, but LA saved me. Because it did. Like, when I came over here, it was like I was reborn. Like, like I said, I really got into it brought the best out of me. LA brought the best out of me.
Wow, that's pretty, like, that's giving flowers to the city,
Yeah.
1,000%, saying that LA brought the best out of me.
Yeah.
So you really, really enjoyed the music that you were able to produce out here with some of these LA artists.
Yeah.
And some of these LA artists are Chicano artists.
Oh yeah, definitely. The top ones too. Like, they were doing it at the time. Like, it was like in Mr. Criminal too, like they were doing some numbers, and like to be able to collaborate with them on a different level, like, and it wasn't just one song that I did with them. I did like several songs with them. I did more and more and more, you know what I'm saying? We had like great chemistry. So like, I like the vibe out here. Like, it just fit me for what I was trying to do. Like, and I loved it. And like I said, the city embraced me. And like, when I went to the last event, the last event I did, I just went like as a special guest, in Atlanta or whatever, to see the fans there. Like, the fans were coming up to me, and I was like, damn, man, I didn't think y'all, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I didn't think y'all remember me.
Yeah,
if you still remember me, you still fuck with me or whatever. But it was lots of love, and it was like, and it felt really good. So, yeah, and that's why I'm still a California resident, I still plan on moving back, and so it's just a matter of time.
Have you ever done any movies or anything?
No, but I man, if
I'm surprised you haven't been like, fuck.
I originally wanted to be a sketch comedy artist. Like, I wanted to be on Saturday Night Live and do skits, because I don't know if you guys are Dope House fans and you know about the Last Year Violinist album. I have a skit called Carolyn Clownin', where I'm doing all these different accents, and it's all me. And so I've always done that. Like, I've always done like sketch comedy. Like, I used to record it and everything, fake newscast, all kinds of shit. So I want to be on Saturday Night Live.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. And I did do some shit when I lived out here. I did start to get into some acting, but I just did like some background acting.
So
and stuff.
you're in the funny shit.
I love funny shit.
What was some of these sketches? Do you memorize any of these sketches that you were doing?
I have different characters.
Can we get a character?
Oh my god.
Let's get a character.
It's on there. It's on the skit. It's on Carolyn Clownin' skit. But I have like one that's Ling Ling. She's waiting on me. So she do nail. She's secretary at the Power Record, but she also do nail and nail salon. So anyway, that's just one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have more. You just have to listen to the skit.
I want everybody to give it up for Carolyn Rodriguez. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time right here. I know you gotta go and record some shit tonight. Yeah, we want to make sure you get there, and
Gotta
fucking.
get the nap.
Yeah, absolutely.
Salute.
Get that work.
Thank you, everybody, for tapping
Appreciate
in.
you pulling
hit the
up.
like, hit the subscribe, all that good
Please.
stuff. And we'll be back next Sunday night with Yellow Hill, baby. Yellow Hill's gonna be in the building. Let's go.